What's up, gamers? How's it going? ZFarls here on This Week in Madden Show 135. As always, joined by my co-host, SGibs. Gibbs, what's on tap tonight? We got a loaded show. What do you think?
I'm excited tonight. A lot of questions that we've actually been receiving the past couple weeks. Something that people have been wanting to know is the difference between a 3-4 and a 4-3. In tonight's show, we're going to talk a lot about the differences, whether they're small, whether they're big, whether it makes a large difference between the two, or basically how it's going to affect you when you're playing the game at home.
Pretty important. We've also got some most feared packs we're going to be breaking open in just a second. ZFarls is going to crack those on PS4. I know Gibbs always interested in eyeing my packs, but not tonight, my friend. We've also got a cool opportunity on the Real Gamer channel. If you follow the twitch.tv/real_gamer, we're giving away a copy of NBA Live 15, which just came out yesterday. You'll be able to choose between Xbox and PS4. Gibbs, you want to throw in a guide maybe? Get them some MUT packs, and what else you got lying around?
Yeah, so we'll actually throw in a guide. Here's the deal, right? You get an Xbox One or PlayStation 4, your system of choice. Obviously, it's going to be a next-gen game, so make sure you follow the channel. You get a chance to win either one. You're going to let us know which one system you're on, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and give away one of these PlayStation or one of these Madden 15 print books. And then I think at home laying around, I have a EA Sports.
You haven't worn it yet, right?
I haven't worn it yet. But we have an EA Sports T-shirt that we'll give away. It's a size XL. So make sure you check that out. So a lot of things to give away, but the only way you can win this, guys, is if you go ahead and follow twitch.tv/real_gamer. We'll throw that link in the chat. But make sure that you go over, follow that channel. We'll pick a random follower on that channel, and you'll get the goods. Again, the NBA Live copy, the print book, and a T-shirt.
Not bad, not bad. All right, let's take a look at some packs here. I think that's the best way to kick off the show tonight. And I'm on PS4, and I'm going to rip open some of the most feared packs. Now, they released a few. Can I get a 1 in the chat for the bundle topper, and then a 2 for the packs? If you want to see that, some people like the bundle first, some people like the topper. What's your preference?
I always save the topper.
Always save the topper.
Always save the topper because it has the. I feel like it's like gives you a shot to feel good about the pack.
But here's the deal: I'm an adult.
Yeah. So
if I want to have dessert, I'm gonna have dessert.
You're gonna have dessert first.
I'm gonna have dessert first if I want. If I'm getting a lot of ones.
I see a little more 2s. I see more 2s, but fine. Go ahead.
Top me off.
Red paint.
With a most feared badge. A most feared badge.
Is that good?
A most feared badge. In a Marquette King, who I've already got.
He's got good speed, though.
Very good speed.
What's his speed?
I'm going to put him in the Ultimate Fear set.
You're going to put him in there now?
Because I've already got one.
Okay.
For sure.
And what are you going to do with those most feared badges?
So it's 10 most feared badges
and that gets
to get a guaranteed elite.
I like that. How many badges do you have?
I think I now have 6.
6?
But there's a new solo. I think I can get a couple more.
Okay. So we need some red paint.
Let's open this pack. We need some red paint here. We got 15 packs. We're going to crank through. DJ Fluker, I've already got one of these, so now I have enough to make a full version. He's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Pretty strong.
Let's see his measurables.
91 strength, 90 run block.
That's pretty good. Decent. Rising Star, you're probably going to see, what, 92 strength, 91, 92 run block.
88 impact. 88 impact. 550 quick sell, Sam Shields. This guy's got some wheels if you're into man coverage.
Pretty
95
good.
Speed, 91 man, 94 acceleration.
84 Excel makes me value that card. That competes right now with the Crow Bros.
Yes.
So that's pretty good.
A bit of a rich man's Janoris Jenkins, some might say. Yeah. We're going to crush through the packs here.
You're not going to quick sell that thing?
I can. I will. I like to go back through. I like to go back through.
Okay.
And pop it out. Let's keep going. Another quick sell. Another quick sell. Papa. Antonio.
Are you freaking kidding me? Did you really? No. Everyone's been chirping me about this guy.
So let's compare him to the other Cromarties. So as you see,
the rich keep getting richer, I guess.
The Monday Night Flashback Cromartie has 95 speed, 94 excel. So they have the same excel. Obviously, the zone coverage not quite as good, but I mean, press is very similar. So it's just a little bit of play rack and a little bit of zone. But that card's pretty fantastic.
I can't believe you just pulled that.
Pretty fantastic.
Do you feel lucky?
Do you?
Do you feel lucky?
No.
Why?
Because I wasn't expecting to get a team of the week, and I've already got a Cromartie, so I'm like, But I'm pretty jacked up now that I'm thinking about it, especially because you don't have one. You know what I mean?
That hurts me so bad.
That's a sick card.
And a C-dub?
And a C-dub. And a C-dub, which is
he good?
Merriweather, no.
No, the C-dub.
C-dub, no. He's
Okay.
not bad. He's not bad.
Zone's not great.
88-87's good. He plays well, which is what people tell me. I want to get the 90 team captain Charles Woodson, but I need to buy a Marcel Reese, and he's like 100 and something K. Let's keep going. I mean, my packs are good. Like at this point,
it's you're playing.
I don't need to see anything else.
You're playing with house money.
This Moncrief sleeper.
Yeah. He had a big day.
94 speed, 92 catch and traffic.
6'2", though. That's all right. He's okay.
That's pretty good card.
That's okay. That's okay. Just okay.
All right. He's as good as
pretty good.
He's as good as Julio Jones. Same speed, better catch and traffic. I know he doesn't have the route run. He doesn't have all the middle stuff, which does add up.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's a nice little card.
You don't want to sleep on that.
So
quick sell 850.
So you already got a couple of these really good.
I could stop ripping these packs.
So you
right
tell
now.
me, I haven't actually followed up on what the Most Feared promotion's about. Do these guys go down later?
No. They stay at what they are, but they morph into 99 on Halloween weekend. Most Feared badge, needed it. So
these guys are going to be beast when you play that one weekend. What? Are you kidding me? Who?
T Sizzle?
Dude, the chat is freaking out. The chat's freaking out.
Sizzle.
This is the best pack, Most Feared pack I've ever seen pulled.
This is a sick card.
93 strength. What's his block shed? That's what we'll find out.
88.
No, it's not 88.
Yeah, block shed.
What is his power move, finesse move?
Let's go find out.
I cannot believe this.
Look at the artwork on the card too.
Yeah.
It's just like a sick looking card.
It's pretty good. You're the luckiest pack puller on the planet.
Oh, 93 power?
Okay. It's okay. That's an okay card. It's a good pull. What is that mask he's wearing?
Sick. It's like a Leonidas.
Yeah. Dang. Dang.
I like it.
How many more do you have to pull?
11 more. I just want to stop ripping.
Gentlemen?
I'm good. There's been bundles where I'm like, I wish I could rip more. Like right now I'm good. I'd save these.
For when?
I don't know. Just a rainy day.
Dude, your pack pulling so hot right now. You got to keep going.
Whitworth, great sleeper lineman. If you don't have a Whitworth, great sleeper lineman. Go get one.
I mean, how many more you got?
10 more to go. But I'm good. I'm good. Honey Badger.
Is he good?
92 speed.
97 excel. 95 pursuit.
That's a pretty good card.
That's a silly card.
You think he's better than the Eric Reed? I mean, maybe he doesn't have the size and the power, but maybe.
Yeah, I'd take him.
I'm considering making a Harrison Smith.
Yeah.
90 captain.
Yeah.
He could be all right.
I haven't checked his measurables. Bruce Irvin, that's a real nice item for guys that don't have elite teams.
Yes, when we talk about 4-3-3-4 later, the Bruce Irvin's going to be a guy you want. A B. Mary. Okay, Fluker.
Who do you think that was going to be? I cannot believe that you've pulled some of these cards.
It's crazy.
You had the most pack look I've ever seen in my life. Right now,
Decker.
Right now the duck is working for you.
Quack. Jacoby Jones?
Quack.
Chris Canty.
Quack.
Come on.
Give
me one more red paint, Chris Canty. Give me one more red paint, Most Feared, and I'll be happy.
Yeah? Oh, you'll be happy. Dude, people would be happy to just get that Chandler Jones right there. Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah, even though it's not the upgraded one, the captain, or the team of the week, it's still pretty good.
Kyle Long. I bet he's kind of a beast.
The play art on these, the screen art's actually kind of nice.
Kyle Long, not that great. Quick sell 200.
When you see black paint.
Yeah, when it like is gray and it delays. Calvin Pryor, if you don't have a good strong safety, 85 speed, 95 POW. Make sure to get one of him in your lineup.
You want him in your special teams. That's a big part of that. Like a guy like him, you fill out your roster with. 5
packs to go. Is it because I opened the bundle topper first and I just got all the stress out of the way? Most Feared badge.
Now you're at 7.
Take it.
Now you're at 7.
I'll take it.
And you're not pulling anymore.
Beast on someone.
You're not pulling anymore, bro.
Give me one.
You're not pulling anymore.
Give me one more elite.
The duck has spoken.
Give me one more elite. Team of the week.
Spoken.
Team of the week.
Not gonna happen.
Team of the week. Brandon Spikes.
I bet that Spikes has got a hammer.
It's like 92. I thought it would be slightly higher.
Right.
Let's go. Let's go.
Lane's okay. You're getting a lot of those quick sells.
Steve Smith, not the best Steve Smith out there.
No. What's this one? You get a lot of quick sells. Is that true?
Yeah. Why not? This Steve Smith, it's a little slow, I think. 86 speed And
But that guy's not gonna see your roster.
if when he enrages on the weekend, I'll play him. But I'm not going to play him generally.
Yeah, but
I focus on like Randall Cobb.
It's a
T.Y.
one
Hilton.
weekend thing. It's
Right.
like, come on,
Connor Barwin.
Connor Barwin, you're done, bro. Now you're
Most
8.
feared
Now you're
badge.
8. Now you're 8.
Might have to play the solo.
Delaney Walker.
Very good run block. I sold my gold Delaney Walker and I put this one in the lineup. He's just a little faster.
A little better speed.
Yeah, just
And when he goes to a 95.
yes. He's not bad.
So when you roll out that day, you're on that weekend, you're gonna play a lot of games. Am I right?
Just win.
And you're gonna
points.
just put all these guys in, right?
They're gonna be angry.
Like, what's Brady Mayweather go to?
I don't know.
You go to a 95?
95.
They all go to 95.
Yeah,
So what do their stats go up to, though, is my question. Like, what's Mayweather gonna be like?
that's a good question.
One more pack? Done.
That's it. That's all.
Oh, must be tough, dude, to only pull 2 elites.
We're going to need to get T-Sizzle in the lineup and Cromartie. So that was our PS4 most feared bundle right there.
Unbelievable.
Some pretty good luck. I feel pretty happy about that. I ripped 3 packs yesterday, and 3 of the most feared packs, I don't think I did that hot. So, and so
Well.
so here's the set real quick. We'll just take a look real quick at the set. And
Unbelievable.
let's see. So, Ultimate Fear, we're working towards the WAT, but it's going to be way too expensive. I think ultimately to get the WAT, unfortunately. But this Terror will get me. This will end up getting me the most feared
One elite.
one elite, as opposed to going for a gold. I'd rather have the elite. So let's see if we can fill this up real quick.
I thought you said you only have...
I think I don't have enough, but I want to know like where I'm at.
That's a pro tip right there when you're doing sets. Go to the last one so you don't have to move it.
Start from the bottom.
Yeah. Just stay on that. Can't you just stay on that one? Yeah.
Yeah,
I hope you don't have enough.
I probably don't. And you
said
can't
you had
buy
8.
these on the market.
You said you had 8.
Apparently I have 10.
Come on.
Pat Pete. Pat Pete.
Wait.
Pat Pete. Summon
Hold
the
on.
duck.
In the chat, we'll summon the duck.
It's a cardinal right now.
It's a cardinal.
For Pat
We need a
Pete.
pat. Quack. 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 Quack.
Pat Pete. Pat Pete. Pat Pete. Pat Pete. T-Sizzle.
So now you can play both of them?
I don't think so because it would be a duplicate. But I can add him to the Ultimate Fear set.
And then what do you get out of that?
Maybe JJ Watt.
I would hold on if I'm doing that
Yeah?
and just kind of think about it later.
Okay.
Do you have more?
Yeah.
How many of those do you have? Keep pumping them out.
I don't have that many.
You don't?
No.
Just keep doing it.
Only had 11. So I had 11 badges. But there's a new solo, so I can probably get some more badges.
Wow.
And
And what's the JJ Watt? What's he actually?
he's 96 overall, which is pretty legit, and then he goes up to 99.
So you have all those guys. You might as well just start filling it out.
Right? But then the problem is down here.
Oh.
Pat Pete. This Pat
Let me see
Pete.
the Pat Pete.
He's pretty good.
What's he?
He's 400,000.
Wow.
So unless I pull Pat Pete,
Yeah,
doesn't
good
really help.
luck. That JJ Watt, is he much better than the other JJ Watt that's out there?
96. I mean, he's maybe slightly better. I don't know. I don't think I've seen the cards.
Can you click onto that Pat Beat? You went and looked at him, but you didn't click on him. Look at him.
He's good. He's got
Phil Lodehope?
96 speed, I want to say.
So is he the best corner in the game right now?
Nah.
No? That's pretty good, dude. It's probably got...
Compare with other items in my collection. Oh, Champ Bailey. He's not as good as Champ Bailey. Fact. Champ Bailey's so good, it's silly.
Champ Bailey.
Fact. Cromartie.
Okay, he's okay. You just like him because he catches everything. Allegedly. Allegedly.
Is that an
All
issue?
right, let's get... So that was enough packs.
That's enough packs for right now.
There's a guy in the chat that earlier he was freaking out. He wanted you to get back. Get out of the packs and let's go.
That happens. We're getting into gameplay. Don't worry about us. We're going to jump into some tips. One more housekeeping note. We mentioned it earlier on the show, the Press Row podcast. Make sure to check that out, guys. If you're into other sports games, any sports games, and you want to hear the best of the community, chat them up, download it, listen to it in your car on the way to work. Worth checking out. 2 more housekeeping notes. Follow the real_gamer channel to win that copy of NBA Live 15 potentially. And we've also got... Hit the follow button on this stream, guys. We go live every Wednesday. We go live during the week quite a bit. We give away free Madden tips, and today we're going to get into a really nice, in-depth conversation about the 4-3 versus the 3-4 defense right here. So let's do that. Basically, what the question gives when you start playing Madden Ultimate Team, do you want a 4-3 defense or a 3-4 defense? What are the pros and cons of both? Should people get nervous? Should they freak out? What's the deal with that? Like, what should you be looking for when you start a squad?
I will say that the very beginning point, the starting point of looking at both a 4-3 and 3-4, I personally, this is for Madden, okay, I like the 3-4 generally over 4-3, only because you have a nose tackle that is directly over the center, so you typically are going to get better push against the offensive line to stop the run. Now, this also is another Madden thing. You're going to get better pressure typically out of a 4-3 because when you have a 4-3, you can kind of break the offensive line, and you can do a better job of like isolating the interior of the offensive line with the two left, like a DN and the D tackle on one side, and then you have another, like a linebacker outside wide or something along those lines to blitz off the edge.
Gotcha.
So typically a 4-3 you're going to find more pressure out of, and then typically a 3-4 better for stopping the run.
So just show the 3 down linemen and then the 4 linebackers in the 3-4. In a 4-3 it would obviously be 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers.
Right, and what you have here with the 3-4, another kind of I think something to note is when you have the 4-3, you obviously have a 4 down line, but when you run a 3-4, you almost have a 5 down line. It's almost a 5-2 because, yes, your outside linebackers aren't defensive linemen. You actually could make them defensive linemen if you wanted to, but they are on the line of scrimmage. So you kind of have a wall of defenders here, and then you have your 2 linebackers to kind of fill the gaps. But what's kind of cool about the 3-4 is every gap has a defender assigned to it. So let's take a look at that right here. So see how the nose tackle here, the D tackle, is directly over the center, right?
Right.
Then you move out wide. You take a look at your DNs who are directly over the tackles.
Yep.
Okay. Then you have your linebackers who are they're a little further back, but they're directly aligned with the guards.
Yep.
Okay. Then you have your outside linebackers who are aligned with outside of the tackle box, but are aligned with the
tight end or the out wide nine style.
So that means that you have everything kind of plugged up in terms of stopping the run. Every gap hat on a hat, right?
Right.
And then you have your 2 safeties who their jobs are kind of they need to come out, funnel down on the outside for run support, maybe funnel inside if it's inside run. That's kind of how that would look in that scenario, and that's kind of a big strength of the 3-4, that you have all these gaps with defenders assigned to them, where the 4-3 kind of gets a little bit different.
Right, and one thing I would note that's super important, and we'll get into this a little bit more as we talk about what is better against the run, what's better against the pass, what's better for zone defense, what sets you should line up in. You have Paris Harrelson, formerly of the Niners, and then you have Junior Galette on the right. So the key ratings for those guys, what makes one guy's very good at something in a 3-4, and one guy's very good at something else.
Right.
So 3-4, right, you get these stand-up edge rushers, so Galette's going to be able to rush the passer, but that's going to make him faster and lighter.
Right.
He's like a Von Miller or an Alden Smith. They're not great against the run because they're meant to be speed edge rushers, where Harrelson's more like an Ahmad Brooks from the Niners, who's going to be more of a solid outside Brian Arakpo edge block shed strength. So you want to make sure that you're using it appropriately. If they're running at Galette, maybe support him with the safety. But if they're running at Harrelson, good. But he's not going to get as much pressure as Galette might because he has good pass rush power moves.
Correct. And another thing that we might have even overlooked when we were comparing a 4-3 versus 3-4 is probably the most basic explanation or basic understanding of both formations. A 3-4 versus a 4-3. A 3-4 has 3 defensive linemen and 4 linebackers. That's literally what the numbers represent for the guys that probably don't understand that, and that's totally fine if you don't. You're learning that now. Then a 4-3 has 4 defensive linemen, and it has 3 linebackers. So it's a change in your personnel. And some teams have more linebackers. Usually if a 3-4, you're going to have more linebackers, and a 4-3, you're going to have more defensive linemen.
Right. And pause that real quick. We're going to just check out PS4. So if you're new to MUT and you're like, well, how do I know if I have a 3-4 or a 4-3? Because my lineup doesn't say. So it doesn't say. Basically, if you're playing a 3-4, it's gonna draw from this right outside backer 1, left outside backer 1, and then middle linebacker 1 and 2 will be active. So if you have Clay Matthews here in the middle linebacker 2, when you play a 3-4, he plays in that other middle spot. But when you play a 4-3 and you only play one defensive tackle, so Kiesel in a 3-4 is not going to play.
Right.
However, no, excuse me, not Kiesel, Randy Starks.
Right.
So Starks is not going to play in a 3-4.
He's your number 2 D tackle. He comes in a 3-4 to relieve the first D tackle if he gets hurt or tired.
Right. In a 4-3, you're going to set it up. Your right end 1's going to play. Your first 2 defensive tackles are going to play. Clowney's going to play on the left end, and then you're going to have Smith still going to play. Peppers will play because he's middle linebacker 1. Matthews will no longer play. Matthews will get replaced by Starks, and then somebody told me how to say this guy's name, but I forget. Anyway, he'll play in the 4-3 as well. So that's the difference how you set your lineup for MUT. What's going to determine, though, if you have a 4-3 or 3-4 when you go into game is by your coaching and equipment. So you want to go into this, and here you see we have the Steelers playbook. Steelers run a 3-4. They're one of the best zone blitzing 3-4 teams nearly of all time. So they're going to play a 3-4 style. I'm in uniform. But if I switch to playbook, Eagles, they have a 3-4 defense. Chiefs have a 3-4 defense. 49ers have a 3-4 defense. Bears, I believe, have a 4-3 defense. Ravens have, I want to say, a 3. Used to a 3-4.
R2 that and change it to A and Z.
Gotcha. Jaguars have a 4-3.
Right. So right there you'll see a difference.
So you see this here, and then you'll know Bengals have a 4-3. What base the playbook is, and then you can pick from there. So if I want to switch from a 3-4 to a 4-3, I don't have to change anything in my lineup necessarily. I would just pick the Bengals defense, and then I could have 4-3 playbooks when I go into game.
The only thing that you need to worry about is from a lineup standpoint, is really your second middle linebacker. So like if you're playing a 4-3 and you're like, oh, I love all the stuff that I'm seeing in the winner's kit, I want to switch to a 3-4 defense.
Right.
You just need to go in and make sure that your second middle linebacker is someone that you would want to see starting on an every down basis. That's really the only thing that you need to change. And then you can kind of get nitpicky and say, okay, well, if I'm going to play a 3-4, I might want to change my defensive ends a little bit, maybe. But, like, for example, if you play a 4-3, you have Justin Smith and Clowney, and then you go to 3-4, you pretty much still want Smith and Clowney. Like, maybe you go back up and your linebackers, and maybe you have a linebacker you want to drop down there. But
right, so I might say, well, okay, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to play, maybe get a faster guy for the 4-3 if he's going to play a little bit more coverage. Wagner, where in the 3-4 he plays plays a lot of. I still said it wrong, but he plays a lot of zone coverage in my 3-4. But maybe in 4-3 I play more man, and then Wagner's going to have to run with the tight end.
Right.
So that's something that eventually will work out. But what's nice about the 3-4, and we can go back to the gameplay here and show a little bit of, is you always have one free guy in a 3-4. So it makes people a little bit easier to understand. So if you don't rush the right edge, the Galette there, so you see it's like a 4-down lineman because you have 4 guys rushing.
Right, correct.
But you never know who it's going to be.
Right.
So you can put Galette on Jason Witten, say you man him up on Witten, and now you're only rushing 3 guys. Well, now you can blitz somebody else.
Right.
You can blitz any one of those linebackers, and they can attack any gap.
Right.
So that's kind of what makes it better versatility-wise. But you got to be able to make adjustments. Otherwise, 4-3 is a little more like basic.
Right. I think that the 3-4 you have, in terms of your coverage, I think you're going to have a little bit better coverage, because a lot of times you're going to be able to have plays where you only rush 3 down linemen if you're not blitzing or anything. So, like in this example, I could drop Galette here, I man him up because he's a linebacker, so I know he's got some pretty good speed to run around and cover guys. So now rush 3 guys, and now I have 2 flats, 2 hooks, 3 deep, and I'm only rushing 3. And you can see the double teams, and I got just good coverage everywhere. That's Galette right there on Jason Witten making a play. And one thing that's cool about it too is that if you go ahead and were to blitz both outside linebackers in this instance, you still have pretty good coverage, but you're going to have some, a little bit better pressure on the quarterback. You have sending 5 guys, but your coverage is still going to be good. What's cool about that is you get a one-on-one matchup against everyone on the line. So guys that really value not really setting blitzes up, they kind of value winning individual matchups. And you say you have a great MUT team, MUT squad. You have 5 guys across the line, 95 power move, 93 finesse move. If you just call really any play out of the 3-4 and just blitz both outside linebackers, you're now creating that one-on-one matchup against the offensive line to try and win those battles individually.
Right. So can you recommend a good 3-4 run style defense while we're here? Just some, not necessarily like a specific play, but what would you feel comfortable in going to with a 3-4? Like, would it be a cover 3? Could it possibly be a cover 2? That you're going to feel like you have enough guys at the line of scrimmage to kind of stop it and get comfortable with.
Right. So there's 2 things I would recommend. Number 1, this is the easiest way to have a good run defense out of 3-4. And it's not going to be in every playbook, but the 3-4 bear, if you just go to the play...
Niners playbook has this.
Right. If you just go to the play cover 2 invert, you're going to have a very stout run defense against really just about any front because... And ideally, I would like to see you use the safety up in the box. So you don't have to make any adjustments. Just take the safety, get him in the box, and then now immediately look how many defenders you have in the area on the field. You have 9 defenders in the box to try and stop the run, and you have 6 defenders on the line of scrimmage.
Right.
So this is just in general, a very stout way to stop the run. And what I love about this is that it's obviously the bear front, and the bear front is very, very hard to run against because you take a look at what you have here. You have 3 defenders lined up in the interior of the line, right over the nose tackle, and 2 guards. And when someone runs the ball, the way they can really kind of gash you is when they can get their guards to the next level.
Right.
And when you do this bear front, it makes it very difficult for the guards to get to the next level.
Especially if they're running inside zone. I like to run inside zone, but then I started seeing bear fronts, and I knew I couldn't because every guy gets plugged, and then they just need to fill in with a linebacker in your gash.
So what I would say, is different about this. Watch. Let's see if we can get it to change here. I'm going to go to instant replay real quick. The front might not work here, but so look at the guards. So the left guard was able to get up to the next level, and so this is where this makes a big difference. So watch, if you ran the ball to the left there and the left guard was able to get up, or if you quick cut and went up, there's now no one there to defend anything because the guard gets to the next level. When you take a look at Martin here, the right guard, he gets eaten up right there by the defensive lineman. So now look at 25. Because he can't get to the next level, there's a free lane for a defender to come in. Yes, the fullback gets it, but then the fullback gets blown up, and now you have nowhere to go running the ball, right?
Right.
Where if I were to, let's try to make my line wider here. Line's a little wider. Try to run the ball again there. Let's see if that guard gets up to the... Guard doesn't get up to the next level, but the center was able to peel off, get to the next level, which opened things up. Let me try and kind of jury rig this into a 4. So let's say that's like a 4. Let's say this is like a middle linebacker. Watch. All right, this is like I'm making something up here. This isn't real, but let's say that's like your 4. Let's say right here. That's like your 4-3 or something, right? Let's try this. And there's
70,
a different push there that the line can get to the next level, which helps open up the run, where the 4-3 kind of gives that ability for the offensive line to get to the next level because there's not as many guys plugged in those gaps.
Right, and we'll talk a little bit about, so that's a decent run-stopping concept from the 3-4. We'll get to the 4-3 in a minute here, but if you were going to stop the pass, do you think that the 3-4 is a better zone-style defense than the 4-3, or am I just kind of making that up?
No.
This is Madden, too. Obviously, there's real football theory behind this, but we're talking specifically with Madden. What would you like to see?
I do... I want to say that the 3-4 is maybe it's not as great at doing a good job at stopping the pass, but I'm more inclined to say that it is because of plays like this that you have in your playbook from the 3-4 odd here. So if you take a look at a play like the 3 drop QB contain, why this makes the 3-4 better at stopping the run and then also better at stopping the pass. So if I were to just pinch my defensive line, I now immediately have that faux bear front where I'm eating up the guard in the center.
Right. It's like I don't really want to run against that.
Right. And then if you take a look at my defense here, I have both outside linebackers are not rushing, but they're going to be dropping into coverage. And then I have three hooks over the middle of the field. So most formations, the only way you can find this type of coverage is if you go to quarters or dollar, right? But when you now are in this 3-4, you have these plays at your disposal that have a ton of coverage, but at the same time, they have a ton of beef on the field that helps you stop the run. And that's where I think that there's a lot of value with what the 3-4 brings to the table. And I'm a big-time 3-4 guy this year. And I was a little bit last year until the very end of the year when I found the Sam under Shark. But just in terms of just pure scheme, I'm going to say that the 3-4 has more versatility than the 4-3.
And one other thing to note about these plays here is you don't want to match up the 3-4. Well, Gibbs just said 3-4 is a good pass D for certain formations. If it's 3rd and 13 and they're in gun 4 wide receivers, don't come out into 3-4 because he said it's a good pass D. It's good generally. It's good generally against 1 wide receiver, 2 running backs, 2 tight ends. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, 1 running back. It's good against 3 tight ends, 1 receiver, 1 running back. It's okay against 3 receivers, 2 running backs, or 3 receivers, 1 running back, 1 tight end. It's okay against that. It can be decent, but that's where you kind of want to not go overboard with that. Would you agree with that there?
Yeah, you don't want to kind of just say, oh, I'm going to stay in 3-4 all game.
It'd be nice if you could, but it's not a great move.
It'd be nice if you could.
So that with the 3-4. We've shown a good 3-4 pass D, a good 3-4 run D, and then in a second here we'll switch over to the 3-4 to the 4-3. But if you were going to blitz, would you rather be a 4-3 guy or a 3-4 guy?
Now, generally speaking,
because you're going to blitz out of other formations too.
This is a general term again. Okay, generally speaking here. I think you're going to have more over the long haul of your Madden career. I think you'll find that it'll be easier to blitz from a 4-3 than it is a 3-4. Does that mean that you're not going to find blitzes or find good ways to get pressure out of the 3-4? No. But the reason I say that is because when you have a 4-3, you have 4 defensive linemen, and then those 4 defensive linemen do a good job of splitting up the offensive line. So you kind of look at kind of trying to isolate the interior of the offensive line and then send edge pressure. The 4-down line does a better job at that than the 3-4 does, because with a 3-4, I literally run out of resources to really kind of set up blitzes off the edge, right? So like if I wanted to set up a blitz off the edge, let's just say I go to cover 3, and I want to send a pressure off this right edge here, right? I have to pretend that this is a outside linebacker or a slot guy, and I would send pressure off this edge here. What ends up happening is I can't necessarily isolate the center there, and then actually came in free. That was kind of nice. But what you typically will find is that it's really hard to get that guy free because the offensive line will peel out, because right here, take a look at this right here, right? So the guard and the tackle will kind of work in tandem here and say, okay, there's a guy blitzing off the right edge. Tackle slides out, the guard picks up the defensive end, and then the center takes up the defensive lineman over the nose. Right. That's what ends up happening in a 3-4. But if I was in a 4-3, it looks a little more like this, right? Let's see if I can. Let's find a different formation to see if we can kind of emulate that, right?
Okay.
So I got a set here, right?
We're going to go to 4-3 too and talk about blitzing as well.
Right. So, but if I were to go to like a 3-4 even, 3-4 even's a little bit more 4-3-esque. So like right here, watch. So not to say this blitz will work, but the idea is that, okay, if I blitz a guy off the edge here, I have a defensive end that can go after the tackle. Then I have a defensive lineman that goes after the guard. Then we try and isolate that center, so maybe something like crash the line down, because we want this D-tackle to kind of engage with both the guard and the center to kind of a double team.
It was almost there.
And then the pressure comes off the edge. Like that's the mindset of how you're trying to get the pressure from the 4-3 is isolating the interior of the line, but at the 3-4 it's real difficult to do that. Right.
And as we continue here, let's pause this real quick because we're going to flip sides in a second. We're going to look at some 3-4 budget players. So let's go over to the PS4 here, and we'll take a look and make sure that we give you guys some good budget recommendations. So once again, you do want beef on your defensive lineman. Would you say that? Would you say that's the case?
With 3-4, I would say for most people that are out there playing, the way they would want to probably set their defensive lineman up is you want all 3 of your defensive linemen to be the beefier type, stronger, good block shed. That's, again, a general term. The more advanced you get, you then start looking for hybrid type guys that are going to be outside of your budget. But if you're trying to build budget squad, you got to go for the guys that are going to fit the scheme a little bit more. So a little more beef on the defensive line.
And so we've shown DeVito before, but 91 strength for Mike DeVito, 96 play rec. That doesn't help you too much. It's mainly his block shed and his strength. 93 block shed,
95 tackle,
which against the run means is he going to get off blocks and make plays. 91 strength, and then that's going to really factor in nicely at the end position. So he can hold his weight essentially there. Whereas a guy like Jadeveon Clowney, he is a movable chess piece. You want to move him around. He does have 80 strength, so he's going to get blown up a little bit in the run game, push back, you would say. But 87 block shed, he's going to sometimes shed blocks.
Okay.
His thing is his 95 power move. Against the pass, he's going to use that power move to get in, hopefully get some sacks. So you might want to stand him up. You might want to play him at that 3-4 end spot on the opposite side of DeVito, and if they don't run his way that much, you might be okay. And then when they do pass, you might have some luck. Where you see that. So this Brett Kiesel is a right end as well. He's obviously very strong. I don't think he costs too much, 89. There's a Lamar Houston, that's pretty good. Cam Hayward. The Football Outsiders one was excellent.
The Football Outsiders,
the base one's pretty good too.
A little expensive, but the base one's real nice too. Guys I think are pretty valuable.
Damon Harrison's a guy you could play at end. Even though he's a D tackle, you could play him at end. 90 strength, 94 block shed.
Right. And the other thing, too, two other guys that probably are, I haven't checked their price recently, but you can look at guys like Nick Fairley and Marcel Darius.
Yes.
Both are really solid players. They're both golds. At this point of the MUT season, they're probably pretty budget friendly.
Yes.
You get on your field, put them at DN because they got some good speed, too.
And Linval Joseph for defensive tackle. He's going to be excellent as well.
Right.
He's excellent, and he can play in a 3-4. Any of those three spots, you can move a DT there.
Right, and
okay.
I think if you're going to go more, so those are guys that are going to be real good at stopping the run, real strong and powerful. You're going to go more of a pass rusher type thing, more hybrid. Obviously, I love that Clowney. Other guys that kind of bring up.
Ants is very inexpensive too.
Right.
He's got great acceleration and 93 power move, so he's going to play pretty nicely as well.
But I do like both those guys because if you look at, they both can kind of stop the run with, a little bit with their strength. They both have good size, good speed, good power move. So those two might be two good players to get there. But then you could also go guys like Elvis Dumerville, who's the linebacker, drop him to the end.
Dwight Freeney has 97 finesse move.
That's pretty good.
Yes, he's not going to hang up super well on the run, but at that stage, it almost doesn't matter if you want to move him down there. We talked about the Lamar Houston, 87 speed. Could be a little better in the block shed department, but not
Does he
terrible.
come with a torn ACL?
That was a bad move by him, I would say, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
This Chandler Jones does a little bit of everything. He's more of a pass rushing player, but he's going to probably fit better into the 4-3. We talked about the Gillette being a pass rushing style back, or outside player. So those are the defensive linemen you can go with. Defensive tackle, Linval Joseph, we talked about him. Terrence Cody,
Marcel Darius.
Marcel Darius.
Fairly will work there as well. If you're going to go pure nose tackle, pure D tackle, you go Harrison, I probably think.
Overall for a 3-4, you'd like to get up and see a guy like Alden Smith who's a dominant edge rusher. But there's two types of outside guys. There's Brian Arakpo, who's going to hold the edge with 90 strength, 92 excel, 90 block shed. I mean,
he stacks up pretty well to the Suggs.
Yeah.
If you look at those stats, he stacks up pretty well.
That's pretty legitimate. But you might say, can the Arakpo rush the passer? Maybe that's not his bread and butter, but he's good enough. He's good enough that he holds up in the run game.
More than good enough.
Yeah, 93 power move. That's a great card.
He's going to be good for a long time.
He's the guy you want. Clay Matthews is an edge rusher that's known for that. He can mix it up. He's got good excel off the edge. Some good pass rushing moves for this Clay Matthews. Let's take a quick look at it.
He's going to be a little expensive for people, though.
True, but there's the regular Clay Matthews, not too bad.
The other Clay Matthews,
yeah, he'll drop down a little bit.
I mean, you got to think.
95 power move.
You got to love, on the outside linebacker spot, you got to love guys like the guy from Seattle. I can't think of his head. Malcolm Smith.
Malcolm Smith.
Probably you got to get him.
As a zone coverage speed rusher, Malcolm Smith is the guy you want there.
The Wagner.
Huge, the Wagner.
I mean, we're talking budget, right?
Yep, you can move where. There's a lot. Just find a guy, go to Mudhead, search high finesse move, decent speed at the OLB position. That's going to be a pass rushing guy that you want. if he's got good strength or block shed at the outside linebacker position, that's a guy you want for your run-style defense, depending on what you're struggling with and how you want to tinker. Next, we'll get into the 4-3 here and talk a little bit about, maybe a good running defense from the 4-3, good rush D, good pass D from the 4-3, good blitz idea concept from the 4-3, and I feel like that will help out some people because people don't know if they should go 3-4 or 4-3, and if they, like, I pulled an Aldon Smith as one of my first cards, and now it's like, well, now I have one of the best 3-4 rushers in the game. Am I stuck? Am I stuck in a 3-4? How do I get a 3-4? What playbook should I use? Oh no, oh no, oh no. It can freak you out.
Right. So I would say the first thing to note about the 4-3, we already talked about the basics between 4-3 and 3-4, so we'll kind of move on to the next. Where I think that the 4-3 kind of outshines the 3-4, we already chirped up, and some of you might be saying, oh, Gibbs loves the 3-4. He already said he loves the 3-4. Well, I'm going to tell you something about the 4-3, which I think is so important in terms of versatility, okay? Because we talked about the importance of the 3-4 and the fact that you have that bare front for most sets. Well, guess what? The 4-3 comes stock with the ability to make a bare front. That's what's great about the 4-3. You can do it from really any play, any formation you want. All you need to do, it requires adjustments where the 3-4 is kind of already done for you. Right. With the 4-3, though, you're going to need to go the extra mile. You base a line, and then what you need to do, base a line, and then show blitz. This gives you that bare front. This gives you that 3-4 front. Now, look, I was in a 4-3 stack. I did base a line, and I show blitzed, and then I have the bare front where I had the two guards eaten up by the interior lineman, the nose tackle over the center, and then I had the two extra defenders that split the tight end to make it difficult to run on the outside edge, up in the middle. So, now you kind of have best of both worlds with the 4-3. So I love that about the 4-3, that it gives you the value. Okay, I want to be able to rush the passer, have my four best linemen get after the passer, but then I also want to be able to stop the run. You base a line, show blitz. Now you have best of both worlds.
Right. And there you got the extra guy outside.
Right.
Hopefully hold up against the tight end. That's a nice 4-3. So what play would you recommend for that? I mean, you can do it from any 4-3, which is great. Would you do cover 3?
You go cover 3 every time.
So 4-3, cover 3, show blitz, and then you're going to get a bare front, and you're going to be able to hopefully use her in that middle, help support the run game, and you should be able to slow down most runs in the game with this style of 4-3 defense. Now, with the 4-3 pass D, we said that the 4-3 was not as good maybe at zone D, but let's see if we can prove that any differently. How would you handle the passing game from the 4-3?
Right. So the passing game with the 4-3, again, this is a general statement, but typically what the strength of the 4-3 is here is where I can take these linebackers, and this is 4-3 stack, and I can spread the linebackers, and I get them to go off the edge. And now this kind of creates if you looked at this set, you would say it almost resembles a dime, right? Because
now you're like, who's coming, who's not coming? Because everyone kind of looks like they're coming,
right?
And you got to make some choices.
I mean, if I move those linebackers out wide, now you kind of see I have a dime front out of a 4-3. So now the 4-3 stack showing its versatility here, which can make it difficult to kind of figure out where the pressure's coming from. Yes, I lose some ability to stop the run inside, but that's not what we're asking here. We're asking how can you kind of defend the pass and get pressure. Well, one way is run the 4-3 stack here. You spread your linebackers out of this 4-3 set, and now you can see I could send pressure left or right, and it'd be difficult for the opponent to pick up the pressure. And that's a big-time strength of the 4-3. We were talking about before what makes the 4-3 so special. Pick that off. Is it does a better job at isolating the interior linemen. So if I were to go with the 4-3 stack here, spread the linebackers, and then say I want to blitz this linebacker here off this right edge, I could slide him out wide. Let's just try this. I've never tried this. I don't know if it'll work, to be honest, but let's try quarterback. That's fine. But he was trying to fight off the edge there.
Drew Brees just doesn't care about getting sacked right now.
Mark
Ingram just wants to spec
catch. I don't think any quarterback cares about getting sacked, Farls. But let's take a look at instant replay. You'll see kind of what I meant there. The blitzer is coming off the edge, and it's the fullback that kind of, or the linebacker took a horrible angle there.
Took a bad angle, yeah.
But this is the isolation that we're talking about, guys. This is what it makes the 4-3 easier to blitz out of. Notice right here what we have here. We talked about it earlier. We have the center, number 68. See how he's in the middle of the field? He's just kind of like looking for somebody?
Yep.
They eventually slide off and they kind of like pass each other off. But what's important here is if that linebacker took a better blitz angle, he would have come in. He'd come in free there, and then 64 wouldn't have been able to pass off there, and they kind of get muddy. But that's the strength of the 4-3 is that it's easier to find a way to get a guy free off the edge compared to the 3-4. And we'll show you that one more time. You don't even have to do anything here. You could just kind of spread the defensive line, blitz the linebacker off the edge like this, and then run a pass again with everyone going out on a route. And hopefully we'll see. Let's try and isolate that center again. Let's see what we get. Snap of the ball. Center gets... He was coming free again. He got contextually aware there, but he was coming free. The center was isolated. That's the key. You got to tinker with his placement. You can find ways to get him in or try different blitz angles, but the key takeaway again, look at the center is isolated.
He's like, where should I go?
He is isolated because he can't determine which side his pressure come from, because I could set this play up and have pressure look like it's coming on both edges, so the linemen have to respect that. The tackle can't get over. See how they're passed up.
By the time the center helps out 73,
it's too late.
It's too late because 64 is already blocked. 64 should block 59.
Not should. He 64 has to get to that end.
Yeah, that's how they pick it up.
73 can't just let that guy rush in here.
Right.
The center has to do what he does. He recognizes this. Okay, I got to go over here. 73 passes him off, tries to recover. If 54 would take a better blitz angle, he'd get in. Let's try that one more time.
But he plays for the Cowboys, and the Cowboys' defense is mediocre.
That's
with all due respect.
Yeah?
No, the chat's so heated right now.
Is that how you feel?
The chat's so heated right now. Ooh.
Is that how you feel, Farls?
No, they beat us pretty good. No, not pretty good. The Eagles beat us worse.
Let's try that. Let's see. Do a pass.
Okay.
We're going around. See. Oh, hold on. That changed me. All right, go ahead. Go. See if he takes a better angle.
No, he helped his friend out.
Right. So you can see how we got the pressure there.
Yeah.
Where if you were to go 3-4, right? If I go 3-4 here, typically, let's say this guy would not be blitzing there. You'd blitz Carter. You have the DN there, then you'd have Carter out here. This is kind of what it would look like a little bit, right? So go ahead. He comes in free.
You take that angle again. Drew Brees, once again, honey badger.
He comes in free there, but what ends up happening is right in the car. It's just more difficult to get the edge pressure out of the 3-4 because of the alignment of the set, who they're attacking on the offensive lineman. It's harder to isolate the interior of the line.
Right. So let's take a look now at some 3-4, some 4-3. We give you the run D. We gave you a pass D a little bit.
Yep.
We talked about basically how you can blitz out of the 4-3, so it's a little bit better.
Right.
We'll talk about ratings, and then we'll talk about some adjustments you can make to the 3-4. So we'll pause that, and we'll head over to the old MUT section. And if you wanted to set up a 4-3 style defense, the key ratings you should really be looking for at your defensive tackle position is you can't have just a all-strength guy because you need to kind of get some pressure eventually up the middle. These are mostly 3-4. Smith and Casey are mostly 3-4 style defensive linemen. Same with Kiesel and DeVito. That's what I'm set up for. But you might want to see if you can get a guy like a Geno Atkins who has that high finesse move for a D tackle. My problem with that is they're hard to find. It's hard to find you're going to pay a premium for a good D tackle that has high finesse move, high power move. That's what makes those items expensive.
With good speed too.
With good speed. But anybody on the Lions defensive line can help you out. With a defensive end in the 4-3, you want somebody with more versatility, correct? Like a Chandler Jones, as you mentioned. Would you rather play him in that situation, DeMarcus Ware? I love DeMarcus Ware in a 4-3.
It depends on what you're looking for. If you go with a 4-3 and you say I want my 4-3, I'm not going to send blitzes. I'm just going to send my best pass rushers. Ideally, what you're looking for is one defensive tackle that is big and strong, maybe a little slower, but is going to be able to fight off double teams on the interior of the line. Then you go pure pass rush with the other 3 linemen. The 2 DNs should be fast. They should have high power move or finesse move. And then your interior linemen, again, you kind of go with like that NASCAR type front where you kind of have your 3 best pass rushers. You want one guy that's going to take double teams and go from there.
And maybe even move a better pass rushing defensive tackle to the number 2.
Right.
A defensive end, like the Giants will put Kiwanuka there. They'll put JPP there. They used to put Justin Tuck there because Justin Tuck's a little bit strong. He's quicker than a guard, but he's still pretty strong in case they rushed, something like that. So with this, you can drop DeMarcus Ware back into coverage if you want. You could send the pressure right, blitz a linebacker, and then put a defensive end like Ware out into a flat or on the tight end. Obviously, you don't have the second linebacker spot, so you just need 3.
Right.
We liked Lance Sanu because he's a great zone defender for a 3-4. Who would be your ideal outside linebacker be? And it could be Dwight Freeney because, let's be honest, Dwight Freeney played 3-4 in Dallas, and now he plays 4-3 pretty much in Denver with Von Miller on the other side. So he can stand up or sit down.
Well,
sometimes Chandler Jones rushes standing up.
When you look at a 4-3, you generally need your outside linebackers to be better in coverage.
Yes.
You generally need guys that are good in zone coverage, have good speed, and can make plays in coverage, good zone, good man coverage. So that's really what you're looking for. So I value guys like the Jenkins Dolphin. What's his name?
Jelani Jenkins from the Dolphins. Yes.
Very good item.
Would you rather see Bruce Irvin be a 3-4 or a 4-3 end?
I think you use him solely for coverage purposes, like manned up specifically on somebody. He's next level how you want to use him.
Would you put him at D end?
Or I put him at D end and then just...
But in passing situations?
In passing situations, yes.
Got it.
But that's what you want your outside linebackers for. Real good play recognition, good pursuit, good zone, good man. They're not going to be, in theory, they're not going to be rushing the passer as much as outside linebackers in a 3-4. And then your middle linebacker needs to be a boss.
All-out boss.
If you're going 4-3, you have to have a boss at middle linebacker.
Right. You wouldn't probably want the Peppers. Maybe you go...
Unless you're using them.
And get the Sean Lee, who's just a more solid style guy. Luke Kuechly probably come to mind as one of the best middle linebackers. This Timmons is a low price. He's generally going to be a 3-4 because he's a Steeler, but he can play a 4-3. He's got some pretty decent speed.
See, I love the Peppers. I know he's out of position at middle linebacker, but I think that the Peppers... The BCA Peppers is probably one of the best middle linebackers in the game.
Other great linebackers, just for general. And you can mix up linebackers. You can put outside linebackers at the end.
Don't think that you can't.
And a 4-3. Take your outside linebackers and put them at the end. Do that all day if you want to switch up a scheme.
That's a question people ask all the time.
Khalil Mack.
They'll say, you're crazy, Farls. You're crazy, Gibbs, for putting these guys outside of their position. But you got to look at Julius Peppers, and you look at his measurables. He does a real good job of what you'd want your middle linebacker to do. He's big. He's got good speed, and he's got a crazy hit stick. So that's what makes him a very effective middle linebacker.
So a guy like Manny Lawson is somebody you might want to get. A Jerry Hughes is like a fast speed rusher off the edge you can pick up. I would play Bobby Wagner in the middle pretty much all season long.
He's your best budget middle linebacker.
Yeah, I think Orakpo is good enough to play in either 3-4 or 4-3.
Might be a little expensive for people.
Okay, but he could play in either.
You got to go Malcolm Smith, Wagner,
Smith,
and then the Jenkins. I think that's probably
Malcolm Smith is good enough to play 3-4 or 4-3.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. But I mean, for your budget 4-3, you go Wagner middle linebacker. There's no one else other than the two Jenkins and Malcolm Smith, because Smith is that, like, when you look at Smith, he's almost like the Levante David of the budget players, right?
Yes.
Real fast, good zone. And then Jenkins is kind of the Brian Orakpo type, like real good block shed, good speed, can kind of do everything. But you kind of want to have Jenkins more on the strong side of the field, which would be the left outside linebacker, because he's going to be playing on the right side of the field.
Right. So some nice budget items there. Lastly, we'll go and just show maybe a 4-3 pass setup. I know we talked about it a little bit, but how would you feel about the 4-3 in passing? Like, what would your main pass defense go to, like, kind of be comfortable, just in general, in the 4-3?
In a 4-3, you ideally want...
Once again, only really against I-form, 2 tight ends, or 2 receiver sets. Not really going to use it against 3 receiver sets all that much.
Right. Ideally, what you want is you want your... you want to play a cover 3, number one. But you ideally want your outside linebackers. You really are hoping that you can find a play where they're both in flat zone. So, for example, cover 3 buzz. And the reason you want them like in the flats is because they provide better run support opposed to them dropping into into a hook. And it also can help you with adding an extra defender in the box and not really screwing up your defense too much. Because the flats are primarily where people can attack you, right? Mm-hmm. So if I have both of my outside linebackers drop into the flat, number one, it gives you kind of an inside-outside approach of playing the zone. Whereas if I had my safety up here, sometimes you get cover 3s like like this, let me base align, like this. See how the safety's in the flat?
Yeah.
What ends up happening is it can take him a little bit to get there. So then they can get the ball to the flat real quick, and, and they can pick up some yards. So that can, right here. So see, that's the exact reason why I don't like the safety playing the flat, because if you go to instant replay, the safety like gets kind of paid attention to 84.
Yeah, he sort of respects like, wow, okay, this guy might be going deep. I might want to check that out for a second. Now it's too late for him to get down.
Leaves the flat wide open.
Right.
Wide open. So when I'm in a 4-3, the way I like to defend that is I'd rather have the linebacker there. So do the same route combination again. Hopefully linebacker will be over there a little bit better. Yeah, so he comes down, he breaks on the ball a little bit better than that outside, the deep safety.
Right.
But then you can also get better run support if you bring your safety that's in this hook. Remember, his job in this hook is to play sort of in the middle of the field here. So if you bring him in the middle of the field and then kind of user him, you can kind of defend both things. Okay, if it's run, I'll stop him. If it's pass, I'll just drop back to my assignment and not worry about having to defend the flat.
Right.
So pass, I can just kind of go here and just make a play. The flat's covered. Boom. So that's where I like those cover 3 buzz style plays from the 4-3.
And you can hang in that. So say you're getting crushed in the seam by Kenny Stills. You have that versatility with the 4-3 defensive end. You could man up Crawford. You'd obviously once again have like a little faster guy than maybe Bruce Irvin, and then you could now blitz from somebody on the left to make up so that you're still rushing 4. You could maybe rush Durant, and then if they throw, try and go to B. If you had Bruce Irvin there, he'd make a play on Stills.
Better than Crawford.
He'd be better in the play. So that's the versatility options you have from the passing with the 4-3 defense. So if you're new to MUT, if you're old to MUT, if you're just trying to figure out the best ratings and the best players, and you need budget players, or you need even just the best players, guys, hit us up on MaddenTips.com. Make sure to follow the stream. Hit the follow button in the bottom left-hand corner. We take your questions every week at this time, 8 o'clock on This Week in Madden. So we also stream during the week and show off what we do. So we'd love to help you guys out. And this is a great refresher for everybody, even if you think you're too advanced for this. It's a good idea just to remember, okay, these are some good plays. These are going to work in any playbook that I have. All these guys can mix and match in play in different situations as long as I set them up for success. And that's what, when you pay a premium for certain players, you're getting guys that can play both.
Right.
So J.J. Watt can play D-end and D-tackle. He's not like a Terrence Cody who can only really play D-tackle, who's strong. Yeah, he costs more coins, but that's how you find good budget players.
Brian Arakpo can play both outside linebacker and D-end and be successful.
Right.
Even if you play a 2-4-5 defense like we have in the winner's kit, you can literally use Arakpo at outside linebacker, middle linebacker. You can use him at outside defensive end, and when you go to 2-4-5, you can move him inside, and he'll be one of the 2 guys on the down line, and he essentially is then playing a D tackle there. So Arakpo in a 2-4-5 can play D tackle, D end, outside linebacker, middle linebacker. That's value.
That's a Swiss Army knife.
That's value.
He plays 4 positions as opposed to just having to buy. You could buy 4 separate guys. You could buy Mike DeVito. You could buy Junior Gillette for the same price added together as Arakpo maybe. But maybe it's easier for a lot of people just to get that one guy. But if you're just starting, then maybe you just buy all 4, learn to use the R1 sub, get guys in the right positions for their ratings. So that's what's important about the 3-4 and the 4-3. All right, in the game of the week tonight, it's going to be ZFarls versus SGibs. So we haven't played in quite a bit. We know the people want it. We'll be taking some time to get that set up, but don't worry. Don't go anywhere. We'll be here. We got questions, mailbag questions to rally through tonight. I'd say we have about 10 minutes to run through these questions, so we'll go pretty quick.
Sure.
Nitaz, first question
Shout
of
out to
the
Nitaz.
night. He's been asking some good
Yeah,
questions.
you're coming in hot, yeah.
How do you successfully attempt a fade route in goal line situations? So this is just a good general tip. And so watch what happens here in this situation. Gibbs, put Kenny Stills on a fade.
You got the offensive stick.
Farls, put Kenny Stills on a fade. YB right stick up. Kenny Stills is on a fade, right?
Yep.
Nope, that's just that's like a streak fade.
Tricky.
Okay, so we're at the 30-yard line. Let's do this. Now we're inside the 10-yard line. We are inside the
10-yard line.
Inside the 10. Farls, put Kenny Stills on a fade. Okay.
Hey,
oh, that's a different fade. So if you're inside the 10, you get an end zone fade. Farls, who cares about Kenny Stills? You have Marcus Colston on the left.
Right, that's what I was going to say.
Can we please put Marcus Colston on a fade?
Please.
And then we'll send him out. Marcus Colston could be a much better option. That's one of the keys to having success, Nitaz, is finding a player who has it. It depends if they're getting pressed or not, but you can basically hit it, throw X, lob it. I like to let the computer catch it. I clicked on there, but generally you're going to have more success.
I don't even think you need to lob it. I think you just bullet it.
Just bullet it?
Just bullet that ball, baby. Just bullet it.
So you hot route him inside the 10, you'll get that type of fade.
And ideally, you want to be, yeah, see, he'll go up for it. You ideally want to have him outside the numbers. Just put Colston on a fade where he is now and just try the same thing. I don't think you're going to have much success with it. Yeah, see, he still caught it, but
he
it's not.
He didn't jump for it, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you want to get him in that end zone fade.
And you want to make sure they're out wide. You don't want to come out and strong close and motion him wide because he's not as wide as he can be.
Take time. Yeah, he can be wider in other sets.
Right. But again, you just bullets all day.
Okay.
Rather
cool.
than that.
That's a good tip. That's a good question Neat has. Hopefully that helped you out. From Bogey Express. This is a good question. Inside your own 20, do you play more 3-4 defense versus passing sets, or do you still try to match up? So 2 receivers against a 3-4 or a 4-3. 3 receivers against nickel. 4 wide receivers against dime. How would you manage that inside your own 20?
Let me move the ball back a little bit here.
Yeah.
Inside the 20, that's technically the red zone, but so I don't know if it's a red. He's kind of saying it's a red zone question.
Yeah.
But the Madden red zone is, in my opinion, the 10-yard and in.
Okay.
Because that's where things really start to get tight, and offenses have to change what they're doing to really score. Whereas in the Madden, you could be at the 20-yard line, run your whole offense, and still have success. But in real life, there's not enough space, right?
Right.
So what I've actually been doing a lot of when I get into this area is and I got this straight from what I've been seeing in the NFL this year. Mm-hmm. This is where this tip is coming from. They are playing man-to-man across the board, and the Jets actually did this a ton. The Steelers have been doing it too, where they only rush 2 defensive linemen, and so basically you drop both the ends and the flats, and then they have 1 high safety, and then there's a hook in the middle of the field that's doubling inside, and then you have another hook that's doubling the inside like this, and then you have the 2 defenders. They mush rush sometimes, but they're typically dropping into coverage, but it's crazy enough to work, and it's what I've been doing. Been going 2 men under, drop the DNs in the flats, and then 1 high safety, and then I
what
control.
What formation do you go from?
You could do this any set you want. You can even rush 4. I would like maybe even rush 4 quarterback contain because people want to scramble. But what's important here is that you have the 2 hooks over the middle of the field.
Yeah.
So you go 2 men under, not even trying to set up blitzes. 2 men under. You have 1 hook here with Wilcox, 1 hook here with McLean, 1 safety. So then you have double coverage over the middle of the field, and then 1 deep safety. So double coverage everywhere. There's the double coverage guy. Come in and clamp down.
Right.
So I've been having a lot of success with that. That's how I've been playing. And,
that.
Literally got that from how NFL teams are playing on Sunday.
I would shade my 2-man outside.
Outside,
because you're covering the middle so well that if they do run a corner out, you might get beat because they're going to throw a tight end corner to Jimmy Graham. They just are. That's just who you run into online. They're going to try and find a corner out to Jimmy Graham and throw it. So then if you shade your man coverage out, if they do end up just running over the middle, then you've already got it shaded
corner
over the middle,
right.
And then you're good. And you won't get beat by the corner. That's another good question. Guys, reminder that you can win a copy of NBA Live by subscribing to or just following the twitch.tv/RealGamer channel. We're doing a giveaway over there. We wanted to let you guys know and be a part of that. We don't stream Madden over there, but we do stream some other sports games in general. So check that out, and we'll throw the link in the chat right now. Okay, keep digging through the mailbag here. Like I said, in 5 minutes, it'll be SGibs versus ZFarls in the game of the week.
Farls, before you go with this, I thought I should share this with the chat because I thought this is kind of funny. My wife just sent me a message asking if my iPhone 5 has a SIM card. And I said, no, it doesn't. And then she said, what is a SIM card anyways? Is it so I can play The Sims? That's not funny? That's kind of funny.
That's not Sim.
It's not Sim at all, but I thought the chat would like that. The chat, just a shout out to the chat right there. I thought that was kind of funny.
Chatting in the chat.
Chatting in the chat.
Chatting in the chat.
Boom.
All right, Assassin Life. How do I stop Pistol Strong Power? So let's get that run up here. Pistol Strong Power is a tough run, guys. It's that outside style run that can cause you headaches for your team. But generally, you'll see it in The Niners playbook is one that I used to run it from last year. I don't use it as much, but people online definitely still run it. And where you'll see people have success against trying it is
4-3.
Go with the 4-3?
You go 4-3 wide 9. Yep.
Okay, we'll go 4-3 wide 9. Try the cover 3.
My recommendation, guys, is just call one of the 4-3 wide 9 or the nickel 3-5 wide and just do nothing. Generally, you're going to have success with those formations and stopping it because, as you stiff arm there, as I let up a 20-yard touchdown run. But generally speaking, these sets were put into the game to have success against these type of runs. They do a good job at getting wide right there, and that's where you can see that it works well. Last year, what you saw was the pulling guards got out wide and they get upfield and just wreak havoc. But with these wide 9 sets that are put in the game, you can see that we always eat up one of the pulling guards, right? And then look at there's not a lot of running space out here now. Not a lot of space, right? So Farls doesn't do anything to the set. I call strong power and I run with it, and there's not a lot of places for me to go with the ball.
Strong power is what makes it good is not that it's consistent, but its ability to hit a home run per se.
Right, like right there, I was able to hit a home run.
That's what makes it great.
Right.
And so that's what's hard about it. But what I would say is if they are running strong power, you do kind of want to get these flat zones just there. If you can get them there and then you can use the safety, you're good.
Right.
That's a little slight adjustment I would make to stop the strong power. So 4-3.
Oh, yes. You
get a flat right there.
You want to get wide because the
flat right there.
Watch, I'm going to try and cut this back inside. And it's very hard for me to cut that back in. Yes, there's running lanes, but I can't cut it back in.
Steer. It's like you're driving a ship.
Right.
And so if you can get that there, and then you can be kind of in the middle. And
like I'm trying to run inside there.
Tackle.
I'm trying to run inside there, and it's difficult. Right. So the flow of this run, I need to get out. I try to get out wide.
And there's certain formations that have this run, so you can kind of know that it's coming. You maybe could go to a cover 2, but I would say cover 3 overall. Maybe spread your LBs and you kind of just be in here.
Right.
And then whichever way they go. If they butt pat, then you know you got to look
that's
for it.
That's your general way to stop it. I have a more advanced way. Farls, do this for me. I don't care what formation you go to.
Okay.
Go to keep it 4-3, but go to any formation. Just find a play that has the strong safety blitzing.
Okay.
Just do that for me. I need the strong safety blitzing, please. Perfect. Do 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 do. Baseline for me. Okay. Any play with a strong safety blitzing is going to give you the advantage off the edge. So, like, for example, here he's coming off the edge. It kind of does the same thing that you see from the 4-3 wide 9, where the defender eats up that first blocker. You definitely want them there. This is what makes our 3-4 under defense that we have in the winner's kit so effective. We have plays that are specifically like this that get pressure against the pass, but also do a great job at stopping the run. So right there, I'm bottled.
Right.
I am bottled, right?
That's a nice...
So what ends up happening is the following, right? We're going to playmaker the run to the opposite side. You know that in your head, so you're always kind of thinking, I'm going to go to the left side.
Right.
So you always, with a user defender, and then you always try to get out wide there. Obviously, that didn't work out.
I got to do it myself on the left.
Correct. On the left, you do it yourself.
Okay.
You do want zone coverage, ideally for this.
Right. We are using a man-to-man.
Right. Yeah. But even here, like I would take this middle linebacker and I would slide him left.
Right.
Right.
Because you want him to be near the guy who's going to cover.
Correct. But you'd slide him left, and then you get a little numbers game there, and then things get muddy because of the numbers, and then you get out wide. But any play with a strong safety blitzing is going to give you an advantage to stop the run off that edge. Look at that. He comes in and literally blew me up off the edge.
I like that. That's huge. All right. This one is from Jay Sugg. Do you have any advice for reading, beating pressed zone defenses? So if your opponent's pressing you in zone, what would you do?
If they're pressing you in zone, we actually talked about this a couple weeks ago on This Week in Madden, but if you are facing press coverage in its zone, ideally there's two things you could look for. Number one is a deep bomb to your outside receivers. Number two is the inside, these inside seams. So this bunch set is actually a really good set to show this in, right? These inside seams, so this route to Colston could cause big time problems for a cover 3 press. especially if Coulson had any speed. But right there, I mean, I completed it. You saw how effective that was.
Yeah.
Right. This is how you can really cause problems for them and against this cover 3 style defense. So if you press, if you baseline and pressed, oh boy, oh
this will
boy.
be out wide, yeah.
So this could be real. This could be a real problem for this defense. Bad throw.
It almost helped them out.
Did it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it did, sort of.
Right.
But yeah, if they're pressing, you got to kind of attack them deep a little bit.
Right. If you get that deep,
yeah,
right
Coulson
there,
on Skandrik's a bad matchup.
It's a bad matchup. You're giving up about 9 points of speed there.
Right.
Just try pressing him. Maybe it did help him out a little bit. Yeah, might have. So Skandrik gets up. Oh, you're in man.
That time he is in man.
Yeah.
He's in the wrong
But
play.
still, interesting.
Try it one more time.
Try the zone.
So cover 3, audible to it, X right on left on the right stick, press, boom. Yep, that's it. Nice.
Yeah, that's tender, right there.
That's how you.
That's the one.
That's how you get her done.
Right.
All right, next question. Here we go.
Next question.
From Why Not 23. How do you protect against routes that attack the sidelines deep downfield? Routes that attack the sidelines deep downfield. So would that be like a bench or like a really long smash?
I don't even know if you need to do much about this to really defend it, to be honest. Let me routes that hit the sideline. Let's
Deep
find.
downfield. Let's see.
Try this drag fork.
I'm going to come out into cover 4 so we can mix up our coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Cover 4, show 6.
Right. So this route to Cooks here, I haven't had to think about defending the sideline all year.
Yeah.
I really haven't. So, I think you might be overthinking it a little bit. Like maybe it's like that. You got beat there, so you might feel like, oh man, I can't stop the sideline. Maybe you're playing too much man.
Right.
Might be my thought. But
Probably too much man.
Generally, any zone, like you don't have to really do anything in
That's
that
a
side,
flat.
and he's going to cover it.
You should.
Yeah.
100
100
throw
times.
that 100 times. out of 100.
Please throw that 100 times. I want you to throw this route with the game on the line. Just throw that route with the game on the line. Like throw that out.
Right.
Good luck. That's not a viable option long term. Not a good long term strategy. I would say you're probably just playing maybe too much man. That's probably what I'm thinking here, because I don't know of a consistent sideline route that's going to crush defenses every single time.
Deep downfield.
Deep downfield in the game.
There's one.
I don't know one. Right?
He doesn't know one.
So I don't know one.
He doesn't know one.
So I
got one, but I'm not
Oh,
gonna
you
share
got
it.
one. Yeah,
I'm
you
not
got
gonna
one.
share
But I mean, I
I'll
would
use
just,
it in you in the game of the week.
I bet
use
you
it
will.
against you in the game of the week.
I bet you will. But I would say don't overthink it. Probably shy away from man. Start playing some more zone.
Okay. Last question here. This one's from Mar Cheese 51. Can't stop the single back ace tight end cross online. Suggestion. So this is a play that we actually went over.
Created a monster.
We don't have the single back ace from this formation, the tight end cross, but we will show you some crossing routes. What the key to making the play work that we showed was if you roll out, zones will get sucked down against it. So that's what made.
This obviously isn't the route combination, but
That's not the exact play, but that's 2 crossing routes. So what we were doing was rolling out with Russell Wilson. I remember the exact tip. And the linebacker zones come down, and then they're hard to hit. And they also, crossing routes give you good throwing patterns, good windows.
Right.
And you can only use her one. So it does make it very difficult to stop tight end crosses. So let's see here what you would do. I'll show you what I would do.
right, you always get like throws like that can
Right.
beat you.
Right.
It's difficult, but
So 2 things, especially online, it makes me sound like they were kind of like cheesing you. So you'd press L2 and then R1 before the snap to contain the quarterback. So contain the QB so that he can't roll out and pull my zones down. That's the number one thing I would do, so that if they do try and roll out,
Honey Badger.
Drew Brees will shrug off the sack. But
Honey Badger.
that's the first thing. The second thing I would do is if they're hitting you just over the middle with crossing routes, we're going to man up our DNs. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to man up our DNs. Here we did the cross, just because why not? Because we know they're going to run crosses. And that way, we might have a little bit of a faster guy.
Right, but then you see the problem that that ends up happening is
Right.
you can't contain the quarterback.
So here's what you do. Contain, man up just one guy, and then you're going to user the other guy. So I'm going to look for Watson and kind of follow him.
Honey Badger, Drew Brees doesn't care.
You need to manually shut down one crossing route. And since you can't shut down both, you user it, and then you try and prevent the rollout to get your zones from getting sucked down. So cover 3 or cover 2.
Guys,
Contain, 3 things. Cover 3 or cover 2, contain, and then user 1 so that your zones don't get sucked down.
All you need to do is quarterback contain. That's it. I mean,
Didn't do it there.
Yeah, I called it too quick. But Kenny Stills behind the D. All you need to do is quarterback contain, because what makes the play effective is that they can roll out. Don't let them roll out. They won't be able to run this play.
Good, good. All right, good tip there from SGibs. We are going to lock in one more reminder that you can win a copy of NBA Live 15. We have it on both Xbox One and PS4. Plus, you get a Madden print guide, which comes with 6 Pro Packs, and you get a shirt that Gibbs told me he didn't wear, but I don't know if I'd trust him, so I'd wash it if you win it. But it's worth a shot. So all you have to do is follow the twitch.tv/real_gamer channel. It's another channel where we stream other sports games beyond just Madden. We want to do that giveaway for that. So make sure to hit that button on this channel. Hit that follow button. We'd appreciate it. That's the one you can follow for the giveaway. Pretty sweet.
All right.
Follow the stream. All right.
We're gonna go away for a second here.
Yeah, no, we're going to get set up here. We're going to keep it live, and I'm going to bash SGibs in a game of Madden 15. So let's get that done. All right. Once we come back from the break, not even really going anywhere, we'll be set up. Gibbs and I are locking in a Madden 15 game of the week. ZFarls against SGibs.
Type 1 in the chat if you think SGibs going to win. Type 99 if you think Farls is going to win.
Can we do a winner's kick giveaway for a score prediction?
Too hard. Way too hard. Way too hard. How are we going to track it?
They got to type it in the forum.
Yeah, go to the forum? Fine, sure. Do that, not in the chat. Yeah, sure.
All right. If you want to win a winner's kit, you have until 9/26. Till 9/26. Anything after 9/26 will be invalidated. Go to the MaddenTips.com.
It's not 9/26 right now, right? Just making sure.
Go to the MaddenTips.com/forums. MaddenTips.com/forums. There will be a thread. ZFarls versus SGibs prediction thread. Type in your score. You only get one score. Closest wins a winner's kit for MaddenTips.com.
For the bread.
Pretty sweet. All right, we're getting set up. We're going randoms.
Yeah, we're going to play a PS4 because one of these controllers is broken.
Yes. We're going randoms, and we'll be back. Get over to the forum, type your score, and be ready to lock in. All right, Gibbs, you ready?
Never been more ready in my life.
All right, so it's the game of the week time. It's going to be ZFarls versus SGibs and Bits in some John Madden. Let's get to it. We'll get into play now. Just adjusting our setups. But let's take a look and get into game. We're going to go random death.
You can go random death.
We're going random death.
Yeah, you go first.
I'm home, so you always go first.
That's not true.
That's true.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Home team always does. Away team always does random death first.
No, away team gets the advantage to pick their team. You're home. You have the home advantage.
That's what home advantage is.
Really?
Yeah. Texans. So he gets 2 random teams. So he can either choose between the Texans and the Saints, or he can then go death. But then he's stuck with his death team. He can't go back. So it's Texans or Saints, random, or he can go death. He wants a mobile quarterback. He's definitely going death. Chat saying death. Gibbs is going to go death. Well, he's going to go, oh, no, I'm not going to go death. And he gets the Eagles. The Eagles, so they don't have a mobile QB, but they are pretty good. And he's got to go random playbook.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Just start holding down on the scroll.
That's not true.
That's fact. That's fact. Start holding down on the scroll. Left stick.
You have to do it as well?
Yep, absolutely. I'll tell you when. So we'll get that going. I'm going to go random over here.
Not until I'm done.
I know, and I can't, but I can't look at the thing.
All right, so stop looking.
I know. I'm not. So I can't look at this thing to tell SGibs when to do it. So, all right, SGibs. I'm going to tell you when to stop on 3.
Are you looking?
Okay, ready?
I don't think anyone can see our faces.
1, 2, 3, stop. Joe Gibbs, offensive playbook. Defense, what are you going to go with?
It's random.
Yep, so start going.
Can you remove the thing from the thing?
Yep.
Because I can't see your face.
So go random.
You didn't look.
I swear to God I didn't look.
You looked.
No,
How
I
did I
didn't.
get Joe Gibbs?
Your name is SGibs. Why would you not want Joe Gibbs? Duh. Perry had a pumpkin and
right,
Perry was his name.
You good?
Oh, 1, 2, 3, stop. Seattle. That's bad for you. All right, I'm going to go random. So, ready? Redskins, Cowboys. I'd be foolish to take death, correct?
I mean, you got Bob Griffin.
I could just run around with RG3.
You went Dolphins.
No, I didn't.
You just went on Dolphins.
No, Cowboys and Dolphins are the same thing. That's how it works.
Debatable. You went. Oh, you're going down, but you went up. You did another random and got Dolphins.
Incorrect. Redskins. Do I take the Redskins and have RG3?
I don't know. Make a decision though.
I'll take the Redskins.
All right.
You tell me when. Doesn't really matter if I look. You can't look.
I'm not looking.
Okay.
Stop.
Run heavy. That's bad.
Why? Are you sure that's good for you? Because all you do is run.
That's not good. That's not good for anybody.
Yeah. Stop. It's 3-4 book. You got lucky.
Kick. Let's lock in, Gibbs. You punk. So once again, if you're on the MaddenTips.com/forums, you have 1 more minute, maybe a little less, to get your prediction for this thread.
Guys,
Winner's
look how
kit.
nice this looks.
Giving away a winner's kit.
iPhone 6? So nice. So nice. Go BCA. Go BCA.
Cool or no?
BCA. Let's get the pink out there.
And Wolfman's going to lock the thread on the forums. Or
Oh.
I'm going to do it. Somebody's going to do it. Gibbs is going to do it.
I'm not doing it. We gonna lock in or what?
So get that score prediction in. Let's go. Time to lock in here.
Can I do a quick grind my gears before we start?
What
this game?
grinds your gears?
You know what grinds
SGibs?
my gears?
What grinds your gears?
When you're driving in traffic, okay, whether it's on the Mass Pike, if you're a Massachusetts person,
Okay.
driving in traffic anywhere, and it's like it's traffic where it's not moving, right? But one lane will start moving a little bit, and all of a sudden it's a race for everybody to get over to that lane,
Grass
the
is
left lane,
always
right.
greener. Grass is
Everyone's
always greener.
getting over there, and you're in the lane that is like kind of moving a little bit, and everyone thinks it's like, oh, I got to get in that lane, and then your lane stalls, and then the lane that everyone left is the one that starts moving a little bit, and then everyone moves back. It's just like this never-ending cycle that, like, they have to be like, it's a microcosm of their life. That's the way I like to explain it. It's like they're always trying to find a quick way to get ahead, but they're never quite making it. Like, they make it right away, but then I'm passing them down the lane. As soon as that lane starts slowing down, I'm going by them again. But they're always slowing me down. That's how I feel. It grinds my stinking gears.
What I don't like is gas prices. Gas prices and drop picks.
Wait. Gas prices or grass prices?
Gas prices.
Okay, just making sure.
Did I say that?
You said grass prices.
Okay. Gas prices and dropped interceptions in Madden are the same thing. When gas prices are high, everybody tweets about it, yells at the president, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter what president. They get mad. When you drop a pick in Madden, when you drop a pick in Madden, you tell everybody. You tweet, you probably still blame the president. When gas prices are low, nobody says anything. They just fill up their gas and shut their mouth. They don't even say, that's awesome. Thanks a lot, President. When you throw a pick in Madden and your opponent drops it, you don't tweet, I just threw a pick in Madden my opponent should have caught. I'm so angry. You're like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. You do SGibs. Yeah, whatever. And that's why drop picks and gas prices are the same. Thank you.
Oh, dude, really good good one, Farls. That was good.
Reminder, follow this channel for a chance to win NBA Live and a print guide. All right, let's get to this game of the week.
You got the game of the week on? Or you
I do. Are you going to kick while I don't have it on, though?
I don't know. How does that feel?
Feels a little weird.
You and your run-heavy playbook, bro. I'm gonna... No!
Yeah.
No!
Yes.
You don't get any time to do this.
No?
No!
I'm subbing out Colt McCoy. This is for the fans.
For what?
You get one sub. You get one free sub. That's how it works.
You wasted your opportunity. You get one free sub?
One free sub, that's it. That was your free sub?
Yep.
That's why you're better than me. That's why you're smarter than me.
Duh.
McCoy, when he's come in, he has shown everybody that he can move around and make some plays.
Let's see what this run-heavy playbook
Ah,
is. He has
boy.
enough arm to throw the football down the field and can be
What?
can be a consistent NFL
Ooh.
quarterback.
Let's see if SGibs can adapt. ZFarls does the MUT challenge on the YouTube page. Obviously, a baller. But SGibs, we haven't played in a little while, huh? Would you say?
The Redskins go with 2 tight ends on this.
Oh, yeah? Can I adapt?
I don't know. Can you adapt?
Let's go, Farls.
That's the question.
Farls. Of course I can adapt. Of course.
Is that true, though?
The problem is, can you adapt?
Probably not. That would be...
Logan Paulson, how about that guy's beard? Farls, are you doing No Shave November?
No.
No, why not?
I'd rather donate the money. It's like the water challenge thing.
That last
I did it, but
running
I'd rather
play
just
was good
donate
for
the
only a
cash.
yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. They bring in the extra tight end. Looking to the right side.
Notice how much... Oh!
Notice what, bro?
How much touch I put on that ball. You thought you had a pick. And I put a lot of touch on that pass. Did I not?
Happy Halloween. This is a Halloween show, by the way.
Should have dressed up in my Top Gun costume that I ran in the other day.
I saw that, bro.
Because he's big, rangy, and tough. That's what you want from your outside linebacker.
Oh, you didn't know.
3rd and 9.
Falls, better call somebody.
Niles Paul. That's 2 drops. That's 2 drops. That's
Yeah?
why you don't play with... That's why I should have played with Jason Witten.
That's what you get for taking the mobile. I'm off the mobile quarterback train, bro.
No, you're not.
I am. I am.
Who do you use in my...
Cam Newton. It's because I can get him. It's because I can get
You
him.
can't
I was
get him?
I was thinking about keeping with the Saints, but I didn't like their defense at all. But
Who is that?
now I got 2 Swiss Army knives. That's a rack bow, no? Was it a rack bow? Oh, he's number 90. I was thinking rack bow has 90 block shed. My God, this is weird.
It's weird not having your team.
No, you know what's weird is having
Not anybody anybody good.
What's
going to be weird is like having David Amerson, but not.
Oh, no, timeout.
What?
Oh, I don't have it. Dang.
I never heard such a stat. 27
I gotta come up. What's weird is I gotta come up with a scheme on the fly here.
Because you're in the Joe Gibbs playbook?
Yeah. I think, you know, though, I think I can work this. What's tough is I don't know what the audibles are.
I'll tell you what's tough. Hopefully, I think people in the chat just saw that.
So it just kind of have to be real organic, like.
Nature?
Yeah. And I don't have Deshaun Jackson anymore.
No, he's actually on my team.
Zach Ertz, don't it?
Ertz, don't it?
He's one of the best wide receivers in the NFL.
Fight for my bread. So you're subbing in a lot of
good players.
Yeah? That's what you get for not doing your one free sub.
Absolutely.
You get one sub.
Stupid.
Play action, Foles.
Zach Ertz, James Casey, don't it?
See, James Casey catches the pass.
Swiss Army knife.
What's my guy's name again?
Swiss Army knife.
Brandon Niles Paul does not catch.
Takes a look now from under center. Eyeing that left side.
Don't mind if I do, Farls. Don't mind if I do.
After that catch for a first down.
A little 2-man under action, Falls? Alright. So, I mean, Falls went the 2-man under there, so that kind of took me out of that play that I wanted to run, but...
He's gotten better every year in this league since coming out of
interesting here.
2006.
Classic SGibs here, just running ridiculous things called single back rocket, single back bunch, right 10, train right, walk left. We did random playbooks. He got the Joe Gibbs, not the SGibs. He got the Joe Gibbs. Imagine if you had a custom playbook called SGibs. That'd be pretty awesome.
Joe Gibbs?
Dot.
This looks like a formation that I like.
The Eagles come to the line.
Don't know if I'm gonna have time to get it off though.
Today and in the stands, as all of October will be seeing
You knew that I went.
Be more predictable. Be more predictable, SGibs. We've never run a play without hot routing, so obviously it had to be a run.
What?
You just hurry up.
Yeah, I heard up into fake spike.
Classic Gibbs right there.
God. At least that gives me time to look at the plays. Okay. Do I have any gun? I have no shotgun.
There's no shotgun?
I have no shotgun.
Like, that's got to affect how I'm going to play, am I right?
I don't know. I really don't know, Farls. Dang.
On the way, third down. McCoy is lined up behind his quarterback.
It's not the weirdest formation.
This is ridiculous.
Foles is going to keep it.
All right, live to fight another day.
I'll take it. I'll take a nice hit there by Bowen.
Must be nice to have your blitz that you like.
It's not my blitz.
Oh, it's not?
They pressure the QB and they force the incompletion.
You just QB Neal.
Maybe.
52-yard field goal attempt coming up.
Oh,
Missed it.
give me legs.
No good.
Short.
Oh.
Short.
God, I hate you.
Oh, yes, it changes things.
Well, look at my shotgun options, SGibs.
What? At least you have one. Two.
Oh,
At least you have two.
come on.
Just like that.
That was your bright idea to play this way.
Pretty dumb, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you're going to go 4 verticals.
Am I?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I?
Oh, that route looks interesting.
See, you see a weird route, you try it out. Isn't there no play clock?
Yeah, there's a play clock.
Where is it?
Down here.
Don't worry about it.
That's so silly.
What were you doing?
Looking for a good play. There was no play clock up top.
Bro, you had 9 seconds left.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? You didn't need to call a timeout.
It didn't happen until...
You're a clown. You had 9 seconds and you called timeout. That's
Yeah,
on you.
It didn't show the play.
That's on you. You have one of the best plays in the game in your book, so shut up.
What play?
You tight end cross.
I don't even...
They come to the line
I can't
of
even.
scrimmage. First down. getting away from the pressure. Reed's got the catch and the
See,
first.
Jordan Reed, not Niles Paul. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fact that Jordan Reed dropped that spectacular pass from Robert Griffin is pathetic.
Should be, dude.
And he completes the pass.
The Redskins this time will go with 2 tight ends. First down and 10. And Morris.
Clog the middle of the
Come
field.
on, Alf.
And they bring him down at the
So last night, 2 nights ago now, not Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, 2 nights, they had Alfred Morris. Needed him to get 1 rush. Went into overtime.
Alfred Morris lined up in the back.
Finally got that 1 rush. Got 2nd rush, won by like barely any points.
On the money. Taken
There you go.
at the 33.
There you go, user 1.
Yeah. What'd I get?
Click off the block, rush trophy.
Duh.
Later, you got to throw 1 down the field.
Summertime
Third
smash in a heart of glass. It's a sick pink shirt.
Farls, don't talk to me.
No?
3rd down here. Offense trying to pick up the first.
You switching up your D here, huh?
And
I don't know, am I?
is lined
Yeah,
up
you
directly
are.
behind the quarterback here.
I think so.
And the 2nd quarter is underway with this snap. It's Garcon.
Yeah.
Pierre. Whoa.
Pierre Lem Garçon.
14 on the play.
And now some everyday French with Mr. Pierre Garçon.
Now 1st and 10. He
Get there,
makes the
Roy.
catch.
Roy. Roy.
First down here.
Roy.
Offense lines up here.
Come on, Roy. Come on, Roy.
Handoff by Griffin.
Come on,
Roy.
Roy.
Hello.
Roy, fight for me.
Roy, hello? He's balling, that guy.
Fight for me, Roy. Fight for my bread. Roy.
Farls.
Roy.
See?
I just screwed this up pretty good.
2nd and goal from the 5. Morris takes it on the toss.
Be more predictable, Farls. Yeah, be more predictable. Go to a toss, call it, flip it. Like, what do you think? I'm not going to know it's going
Flip
to
it
go?
and keep in Alfred Morris.
Yeah.
Am I right, Gibbs? Am I right?
Be more predictable, bro.
Breaking huddle at the
Summertime
6.
Roy in a heart of glass.
3rd and goal from the 6.
Okay. See, like right now, I don't care that gas is $3. You just probably dropped the touchdown, but I'm like, whatever. You know?
Yeah.
You know I'm kind of right, which is the weird part.
You're not right.
Thank you.
I don't even know what your argument is, to be honest.
One here.
Did
And he puts it through.
you see that guy come in?
No.
That was awesome. I almost thought I was going to block that. Put my Gibbs down, flip it, and reverse it. So, things not going well for the old S-Gibster.
S. Gibbles and Bits.
Good thing I got Darren. Darren.
Doctor?
On the return.
Doctor.
Just across the
But here's the thing, that's not the real Sproles. Once again, guys, ZFarls against
Why is it not the real
S-Gibs
Sproles?
here. 3-0 Farls. S-Gibs has the Joe Gibbs playbook. Farls has run heavy. I have Saints D. I think Gibbs has... What D did you get?
Me?
Yeah.
Seahawks.
Seahawks. And so we've got a lot of weird formations. But sometimes when you play Madden, life throws you curveballs. You got to make lemonade.
first down coming up.
You know? That's what my mom told me. She used to play on the competitive circuit.
Nickel formation for the defense here. Foles takes a look now from under center.
I know what you're doing. Oh, ball's out! Brandon Merriweather just popped!
Oh, Farls, I feel so bad for
It's like
you.
gas prices. You don't care that you fumbled on a wide open, clean shot over the middle?
Yeah, because I've had two things go against me in this game.
What?
The drop pick for a touchdown, and then I
Oh,
randomly
so you didn't really
fumble.
drop that pick.
Keep possession of the football.
You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous.
LaShawn McCoy is in the backfield.
That's hogwash.
Is it?
Yeah, and you'll just forget about that later in the game. You won't be like, oh yeah, I got that break. You'll just forget it. He's like, gas
What
prices.
break? You already got the first break
It's
of the
about
game,
gas
bro.
prices. You just be like, thanks a lot, Madden. Thanks a lot, Obama. Thanks a lot, Gerald Ford.
All right, so now as we go back to the field,
how it works.
we've got a good game going.
That's how it
and an
works. I've
offense
seen
is
it.
trying
If I've
to
seen it
close
once,
the gap
I know
before
exactly
halftime.
what you're going to do.
Macklin's lined up in the slot. Two tight ends on the field here. The Eagles take it from the 33.
Duh.
Hall in on the stop.
Duh.
Second down.
Oh,
No need to huddle.
Farls.
Hurry up offense. Keeps it on the play fake.
Pick.
Oh
Such a
my-
good play by me. Such a good play by me, and we're going.
It was a terrible play.
Are you serious?
You got stuck on the... Yes! You got stuck on the corner, dude, and got lucky that you got over there. Good for you. Good for you. I don't even know what play I pick. Awesome. It's going to be reversed.
It's definitely got to be reversed, right? Because here's how I know that. Because
How?
you turned around to talk to me about the play before we knew it fumbled. Like, it fumbled so late that I had stopped paying attention.
No, the ball's out!
No.
Ball, look. Ball.
Knee.
Ah, same time, I think.
Knee down. Ty goes to the run.
I'm getting chopped.
That was a bad pick. Ed Hercules?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Well, it was called one way on the field, but now inside of 2 minutes, it was a
Thank
booth
you,
review and the
Kobe.
call was overturned.
I think if you left it up to the coaches, they'd like the booth to review them all, Jim, because put all the pressure on the officials in the NFL. That's what it's there for, to overturn bad calls on the field.
The
Summertime
offense is
something
set at the
and a
line
Honda
for the
glass,
first
yeah.
down after that completion. Offense lines up here. RG3 going down the field. And it's
SWAT team. SWAT team, Farls.
Mr. White.
What's that from? I don't know.
Some movie.
Yeah?
Breaking Bad.
Deshaun? Little halfback screen action, Farls?
Maybe.
Is that what you're into?
Maybe.
after the incomplete pass.
Summertime
it brings up
smash
second down.
in a Honda glass.
Offense lines up here.
How about a Bob Griffin to a touchdown wide open? Deshaun.
Why don't you click on, bro?
Deshaun Jackson.
Go play.
That's should have
I'll
been.
give you that all game, dude.
I'll take it again. I'll throw it again here on third down.
I
Honey
bet.
Badger. Honey Badger, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I bet, dude.
Think I care?
It's third down coming up. Offense lines up here. Griffin from the gun.
How about I click onto that and I just get another drop? That's
That-
so frustrating.
he was in triple covered. He was triple covered.
But did I not get my paws on the ball?
He was triple covered.
Makes me want to go for it.
He was triple covered.
No, you can't stop me because you're not good.
Oh.
That's how frustrating this is, Gibbs, for me.
The Redskins call for the punt.
Wouldn't be diabolical enough to fake punt, would you?
I might.
Oh, why doesn't the screen stay on there longer? Oh, good punt.
Hit him. Oh my God, spec catch.
This one from the 10. Down.
What was that? That was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
That's
That was
about 30
sick.
yards of field position.
That was sick.
That was frustrating.
Good one, Farls.
Why don't you go to shotgun? You got to pass here. I know what you're going to do. I know exactly what play you called.
Of course you do. It's fine.
It's
totally fine.
Ready to take over now, and their offense heads onto the field. McCoy's in the backfield, single back set. First down at the 27. Foles is on the move.
Kill him. Oh, come on.
To take him down.
Doctor.
Second down now.
Give me the news. I gotta.
They hurry to the line of scrimmage.
Bad case of loving you.
Jeremy Macklin makes the grab.
I said Falls.
Once again, SGibs, Joe Gibbs playbook, random selection. You got Eagles on death.
I got Eagles on death.
And I got the, I just took the Redskins, some of them.
McCoy lines up in the backfield. Looking to go up top again on first down. And he's thrown to the ground. The defense got to the quarterback, and the offense is backed up here on second down. Foles is running away from the pressure.
Drop is a drop.
Oh, that's awesome, huh?
Drop is a drop.
Yeah, it's great, Farls.
Is it not?
Unbelievable. Must be nice, bro. Must be nice, dude. It must seriously be nice, huh?
It'll be third down. Wide receivers are bunched up. Throws the pass.
Sack lunch.
Underneath, but can't
Almost.
find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third
You just
and
fake
long,
punt
they
it.
can do just about anything. And it's
You know,
gonna
guys, I'm
work.
really surprised there we
They
didn't
stop
see
the offense that
SGibs
time.
go to a shotgun formation. You know, you figured you'd try and open it up at the half. But,
Oh, my thing goes away? Are you playing on Pro?
I don't know.
Pause it right now.
I put it on All Pro.
Pause it.
I put it on All Pro when we started.
ZFarls? What?
It hasn't affected the game.
You're playing on Pro.
I didn't mean to. You saw me pick the thing.
You playing on Pro.
You saw me pick the thing.
This game is null and void.
Nah.
You're playing on Pro. You just pulled the mole.
The mole.
You just pulled the mole.
9 on the play.
Are you? You are a coward. You're a coward. Coward.
I was wondering why my kick meter was kind of slow. To be honest, that's what I thought. I was like, I might be on Pro, but I'm not sure.
Wow. Do you believe this guy? Do you believe him?
Will begin their drive from the 26 now. On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. First and 10. Gonna take off with it. He's
Stinking
into the
believable.
open. Gains.
Unbelievable. I don't even know what to say. I had way more respect for you than that. I thought you respected the game.
I don't even know what happened. To be honest, that's not my fault.
Oh, that's not your fault.
It's not my fault.
The defense comes out in the nickel. Griffin in the shotgun formation.
Got Deshaun Jackson, forward touchdown.
Yeah, because it's on Pro, dude.
No.
It's on you. Yes.
I mean, maybe on the sidelines they keep
No.
calling the wrong plays.
Unbelievable.
Attacking the strength of the two defense.
Unbelievable.
Roll with or not, that's deep down the middle.
The nerve.
More snap, and we'll
The
head
nerve
to
of this guy.
Griffin's going to take it from the gun. Looking long. It's intercepted.
I thought I caught
Is that
that.
a safety?
They bring him to the
Did he-
30. That does it for the first.
Did you think I caught that?
Eagles
I don't know what to think, man. I don't know what to think. I've been lied to.
All right,
I've been
Larry, thank you for all
cut my soul.
Now the teams are coming back onto the
I'm on
field,
pro now.
and we're about to get the second.
Are you on? Did you change it to all pro?
Yeah, it's much faster.
I hope the chat is going in on you right now. Go. Good. Good. Redemption. 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 That's a redemption right there.
That's on me, guys. That is on me, I must say. We're gonna have to go back on YouTube tomorrow and see what happened, because I'm pretty sure I was on All Pro.
The chat is not happy with you.
Because I saw you set yours to All Pro,
Correct.
and then I figured mine's probably already set
Offense now marches
because
onto the
I
field.
usually play on All Pro.
McCoy's lined up in a single back formation. First down at the 43. Jeremy Macklin.
Let's go, Rack Joe.
Grab. That little throw was good for only 3. So it's now second down and 7.
Coming up with stuff on the fly, gentlemen.
As fast as they can. Macklin there with the short
That's a
hand
touchdown.
to pull in the
That's a
Rocket.
touchdown. That's a.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the
That's
second
not a
half,
touchdown.
and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh my gosh,
Not a
that
touchdown.
opens up many more possibilities. What you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Let's see what SGibs gonna do here. See,
I'm gonna put it on rookie. I'm gonna put it on rookie.
it's not rookie.
I'm gonna put it on rookie and then try and punch this ball, and that's what I'm gonna do.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up.
Of course, James Casey sneaks one in.
Redemption. Ah.
The fullback in most offenses in the NFL. very
Redemption
good at
song.
carrying football, but down near the goal line, they serve a good purpose.
How do you sleep with yourself at night, Farls?
Big, powerful guy gets
Yeah,
it done.
bed
The
filled.
Redskins return team is in
With gold.
position for
I love
having
gold.
pretty deep and shift the momentum. The
Bobby455 in the chat right now is like, bro, really, really, bro.
Very upset at me. I don't. That's not my fault though. That's mad.
That's what Mole said. Mole said the same thing when we played.
So why does it always happen against you?
powering ahead.
People think you're so superior they can't beat you unless they cheat and put the game on.
Way
pro?
to try and flip it,
That's
Falls.
false. That's arrogance.
Way to try and flip it,
That's
Falls.
arrogant thinking. No offense.
Way to try and flip it. That's cool.
The Redskins are set for their next possession. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime.
Pick.
Pressure and incomplete.
Wow.
Well, the
When am I gonna get my break?
quarterback hurried on the
What?
play.
You already had your break. You're playing on all pro.
No chance, Jim. That
You know?
time. No
That's what I
chance.
keep asking
The
Gibbs.
offensive line
Yeah.
the defenders off the quarterback a
When am I
little
gonna get?
Yeah. You don't deserve a break.
Failing to complete that one. So second down here.
When are you gonna play more
Double
cover
tight end
6?
formation.
Me?
Yeah.
Now on the move. Griffin
Ball.
over to
Drop.
Reed.
No good.
Anyone hang on to
Down
it?
here.
That- oh.
Am I right? Am I right?
They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now. And he takes off. Has his target. He's turning ahead.
Oh, yeah? Thank God.
Tackle. Defense
Yeah.
has
Yeah,
ruled
Gibbs.
today's game, Phil.
Yeah, the defense is dominating, and I'm going to be honest, it's fun to watch. Every once in a while, I like to see the offense.
You try and dive there, Falls, or what?
I don't know, Gibbs.
The NFL, it's all about the offense.
Can't be
It's
serious.
nice to see the defense dominate.
Handing the ball off hasn't been something that's worked for either one of
Can
these
I
teams
get-
today, Phil.
Well, what you have to show
Can
on
I-
the offensive side, we
That's what you get for playing with Bob Griffin, dude. I don't know. Grow up.
And the guys on the
Grow
offensive
up.
side just get tougher and make it work.
That's what you get for playing with Bob Griffin. Seriously.
Such hogwash.
That's what you get for playing with Bob Griffin.
That's such hogwash.
Don't know what to tell you.
That's such hogwash.
That's what you think.
Going to be a short yardage situation, so forget the punt. They're going to go for it. Morris is in the backfield. They need to get the play off. Griffin's got it in the gun.
Woo! Pressure burst pipes, Farls. Pressure burst pipes. Not all pro versus pro. Pressure burst pipes. But
The defense can come out there and stop.
and the wheels on the bus are falling off, falling off, falling off, and the wheels on the bus are falling off all through the town.
Look now from under center. It's out of
Limp.
bounds, incomplete.
Oh really? Oh really, Farls?
Jonathan Casillas. How do you feel about that trade from the other day? Gibbs?
What trade?
Jonathan Casillas to the Pats.
There was a trade?
Here we have
The other
second
day.
down.
I missed it.
Wide receivers stacked up on this play.
Oh, right. Okay, I was confused for a second.
He's looking to the right here on this throw.
Let's go.
There that
Let's
time
go,
for the
homie.
tackle. Time for the hurry-up offense. Third and 9.
Got him, coach. Got him, coach.
But James Casey.
Got him, coach.
James Casey.
Got him, coach.
James Casey.
Got him, coach. Got him, coach.
Well, when the offense goes in there and scores again,
What's the difference between you and me, Farls? I can play with any playbook and still beat you.
James Casey. On a deep pass after I've thrown 4 deep passes to Deshaun Jackson. He hasn't caught one.
Yeah?
Some people would call that ridiculous.
You know, Farls, some people want to hang out with the cool kids.
Wonder who had this in the forum.
What, 14-3 Gibbs crushing ZFarls? And getting a hit stick fumble on the kickoff?
Gets out past the 20 and brought
Pressure
down
burst pipes,
at
Farls.
the 24.
Didn't you know that? Didn't you learn that? I wish that I could be like the cool kids. Just like the cool... Oh!
Found a nice play here, didn't you? The SS Stam Steve 3-stack press. I'm going to try and send some pressure from this play. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to man up the 2 defensive ends. I'm going to man up Audrey Roberts here from the slot. That way, if you try and go, you got the tight end manned up. And this is going to be a real successful defense for me right now.
RG3 from the gun. Long ball to Deshaun Jackson.
And he catches that, of course.
Are you happy, bro?
No, I'm not. That's crazy. What do you want me to do?
They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly. Griffin's going to scramble. Finds his mark. Jackson's
It's crazy, right? It's crazy, right?
The Eagles call timeout.
Oh, living on a prayer. Take my time. Da 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 do da da. Balls. Living on a prayer.
There's still people in the chat that believe me. They don't fight for them.
Living on a prayer. It takes his time. He calls some place.
Alfred, in your face. Alfred, in your face. House gotta hold on to the rock. It doesn't make a difference if we beat SGibs or not. We got Bob Griffin, and that's enough for football. We'll take a downfield shot. Oh.
What happened there? Oh, Farls is living.
How fast can I roll out here with Bob Griffin?
That's what I'm wondering, Farls.
Again, the lean on it.
Your stupid jump thing doesn't work,
But it
bro.
looks so cool when it does. Am I right?
Everyone's lined
I'm
up.
surprised you didn't onside kick there.
Guys,
seeing
reminder
as
real
Dom
quick.
Pro.
Follow this channel right here. We're giving away an NBA Live copy of your choice. On there, we'll choose one of the random followers, so make sure to check that out. We'll put the link in the chat as well. Also going to come with a Prima print guide and a T-shirt. EA Sports.
Go Darren. Go Darren.
Dr. Sproles. Once again, real quick. That is this. Check that page out. Get that NBA Live.
Coming in here, fire.
My favorite NBA Live was NBA Live 95 because it rhymes.
That was
NBA Live 15 looks like it rhymes, but it doesn't.
NBA Live 95
NBA
was a
Live
great game too with what's his name on the cover?
Penny Hardaway, I don't know who was it.
First and 10. Foles connects with McCoy.
NBA Live 95
There to meet him. The pass play
was
good
a
for 5. Second and 5 coming
great
up.
game,
Hurry
and
up, 2-minute offense. Foles now on the move.
Broken up.
The hit jarred the ball loose.
This man was
Who was that on the
put his
cover?
defense
Mitch Richmond, I think, or that might have been 96. I'm not
I
entirely.
think 96. I want to say.
Mitch Richmond.
I want to say.
offensive players when they get the football.
McCoy's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. The Eagles snap it at the 31. He'll throw it over the middle.
Block for me. Block dirty for me. Block dirty for me.
They take the football to the opponent's side of the field.
You know what's kind of good is I feel like I've created something here.
Yeah?
That's kind of effective.
No huddle.
I'll tell you what. It's kind of annoying.
I'm not entirely positive about everything, but
He's scrambling now. Going deep.
Pick Brandon Mayweather.
when you just Kobayashi, come on, James Macklin.
Gas prices. I won't complain about that, but gas prices.
Bro, you weren't even close to catching
That
that.
should have been an interception.
Bro.
Or if the linebacker covers somebody deep down the middle, then throw it short underneath the defense.
This has got me. Got the wheels spinning here.
Second
got the
down
wheels
after
spinning
the
here.
incompletion. Foles takes a look now from under center. He'll fire it out to the left. Breaks the tackle.
Fight!
EJ Biggers!
Fight!
Is tackled
Be
down
Biggers.
at
Play
the
Biggers.
Fight!
No huddle time. 3rd and 3.
Yeah, it does. Uh-oh. I might have just created a new monster, Farls. The wheels are spinning.
No matter the distance.
You ever had a, what would be your favorite dessert? If you could only have one dessert for the rest of your life, what? No. Not for the rest of your life, but like what would be your go-to?
My
number
go-to,
one?
chocolate brownie with ice cream. And before you say that's not a real, like that's not a combo, that's a combo.
It's a combo.
It's a combo plate.
It's a combo. My little cousins that are 5 years old probably love that. We have some ice cream, Mom, with our food. I'm sure they love it.
Makes the catch.
Thanks, Farls.
Did you get vanilla ice cream?
What?
Anybody that gets vanilla ice cream with their dessert, squid.
He throws it there and gets another completion.
No offense.
Really? It's
The offense heads to the line.
you just don't know anything about dessert.
Yeah, I invented dessert.
Lines up in the backfield. 2nd and 9. Scrambling out of the pocket. Breaks free. Has some space to work with. Good piece of tackling.
Oh, Nick Foles all kind of fired up, Farls. Nick Foles, Farls is all kinds of jacked up, bro.
This will be the 8th play of this drive.
Shouldn't have done that. That was
McCoy's
crazy.
lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Going to lose yards here.
Good job by the defense.
Riley Coops?
Yep.
Had him in fantasy on my bench. Scored a decent amount of points the other night.
Did he?
I think so.
They went with the ground game on
I
first
wish
down.
they
He
had
also
I-
didn't catch the last play of the game.
Wide receivers are bunched up. Throwing now to his left.
It's just, you know what that is? That's just vision, Farls. That's vision.
Is it?
It's vision to know you're in man-to-man coverage of that play. It's just, it's vision. You know what I mean? It's just vision, you know?
So you got to really drive the
Do you
football
feel me,
in there.
Farls?
I'll tell you what vision I'm having.
What? I wish that I could be like the cool kids. Just like the cool kid, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Play after play after
I wish
play
that
here on
I
this
could
drive.
be
Here
like
comes
the
wide
cool
receiver
kids.
in motion.
Just like the cool kid, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, it's love, yeah,
Yeah. Goal line front against that. Okay, that makes
Farls.
sense. That's
There's
realistic.
so many good players on offense now. You can never have
Relax,
so
Farls.
realistic. So keep padding on that lead.
I know you just
Good
called it
job.
fake. That's
Good
why I
score.
called it fake.
But they do not
Think that's
allow
funny?
the 2-point play.
Think that's funny? SGibs?
Ready for that play. They react very
ZFarls?
fast. That's why they stop.
Oh, nice catch, dude.
From the 5.
Oh.
What is this madness?
What?
The Redskins offense
crazy. It's crazy
heads
town.
on to the field.
What they got going on
Morris
over here?
is in the
It's kids
backfield.
nowadays.
Now 1st and 10. Griffin's on the move. Airing it out.
Pick.
Intercepted.
Gas prices.
Gas prices, you're welcome, bro.
Gas prices.
Everything right in
Is that not true?
situation.
Oh, you tell me.
I think it's true. Kind of true.
But they dropped the pass.
Might be a good theory.
I wish that I could be like the cool kids. Just like the cool kids. Yeah, yeah,
This-
yeah.
This
Down following that incompletion.
I needed to get a big lead when I was on pro, and I didn't do it.
Griffin from the gun.
Woo!
Interception that time.
Bob Griffin struggles.
That should have been picked, bro.
NFL is gonna have
Should've been
one or two
picked.
passes a game. They can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time
Ooh,
that was a bad
it's
drop from the
love. Yeah. Ooh, it's love. Yeah. How quickly can Farls roll out here? That's the question.
Good. Gibbs.
Do you feel me? Do you feel me?
Formation.
Do you feel me, cool?
They better hurry to get the snap.
Ways down.
How would I roll out? So I can bomb it deep to Deshaun.
Going down the field.
Why, throw a pick?
Interception that time by
Well, the offense didn't pick up the first down that time. They're pretty happy the way everything turned out because that pass could have been intercepted, and you give an interception up on 3rd down, and that is bad.
Offense back on the field here for this 4th and 10 play. RG3 has it under center. They fail to convert, and now
These little baby curls, bro. What's up?
It's a wide open first
Bro,
down.
what are these curls? What are these little baby curls
It's a
you're
wide
running?
open first
I
down.
don't know what these curls are. I mean, the heat
My
is
guys
just too
can't
quick.
catch.
That's what you get for being the Redskins. Should have gone with a team that had better hands.
I would love to have taken my death team.
they're winning the field position. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. 1st and 10.
Vacate the zone? Let's go.
By Kerrigan.
Just inventing this on the run, and it's just diabolical. Diabolical.
Cooper's the injured player, and we'll take a break. You're watching the NFL on EA
I wish
Sports.
that I
The
could
Eagles
be
come to
like the
line,
cool
and they put
kid.
their receivers in a bunch formation.
Pick.
Looks to his left. They
Perry Riley.
You mean pick or you mean drop touchdown pass? Is that which one do you mean? Because either will do.
That should have been picked.
Oh, should it?
Yeah, the guy was covered. The guy
So,
stuck to him
dude,
like
so debatable.
But he got turned around
Like a what?
like a clown.
Third down now.
I wish that I could be like the cool kids. Oh my god! See, that's the difference between you and I, folks. I drop touchdowns, you drop meaningless balls. Like, you know what I mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean.
What do you mean?
I drop touchdown passes. You just drop insignificant catches that aren't going to have an effect on the outcome of it.
What do you mean?
That's what I mean. I was also running into the kicker. It's neither here nor there.
We'll throw this link in the chat. Reminder, don't forget to follow this channel as well. Hit that little follow button in the bottom left-hand corner. We go live every Wednesday night at 8. And we also during the week for MUT Lunch to give you tips. We usually play MUT, but we also like to play some online ranked or just regular ranked every now and then. And mix it up. We haven't played, Gibbs and I haven't played in a while. Obviously, we've reached the point in the season where SGibs has figured out all the ways to cheat.
Oh, really?
Yep. That's what it appears. That's what would it appear to me.
Farls.
I gotta fight for somebody's bread, though.
First down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. Offense lines up here. The Redskins snap it at the 36. He's got the catch.
Spin back into Cole hit. Spin back into that Cole hit.
How about I get 15 yards attacking out of bounds?
Huh?
Why would the Patriots re-sign Patrick Chung?
Because Chung is good.
Ha.
He's real good.
Yeah.
Is huge now. Second
That way they let him go.
Second and 3. And now he'll take off.
Run around with your quarterback some more, bro.
Okay.
Is it fun?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Do you enjoy it?
Well, he can't throw, so I'm not gonna. What do you want me to do, Gibbs?
Whatever the opposite of what you're doing is.
Offense lines up here. Griffin in the shotgun formation. Makes the catch.
Santa Moss, how about you get upfield there?
Pressure on every snap now. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry.
2-man under? I don't know about that.
Redskins take it from the 38. Gets away from the pressure.
Now it's Paul.
Oh, classic.
What they have to do here is score as fast as you can.
I'm SGibs. I'm going to change my defense.
First and goal from the 10. Gets it out.
No good. No touchdown.
That's fine. I'll take it at the touchdown.
That touchdown keeps them in the game, but they're going to need a lot of.
The best ZFarls sticks he's got a shot in this game.
Does an excellent job of finding a way. He can make it bounce really in the air, what it turns out to be, which is a jump ball. So it's a good chance.
That's the best part about this. You're so stupid. You're so dumb. You don't think I tricked you into doing that?
That's fine. I'm good. I'm good.
You can't out-mogul a mogul, bro. I purposely went, I held down a kick, return middle, and I went to return on side so that you would try and squib it. It worked. Oh, it worked.
It's okay.
It worked. Guys, it worked. It worked. Where's the camera? It worked.
The Eagles are getting
Oh, my God. Oh, that's so funny.
in the backfield. The Eagles snap
It's a great little, I mean, when you know what the play is coming at you, you just dissect it, you know? Just a great little play. Just a great little play. Classic Farls, like 2 o'clock.
Look out. Who knows what the next play is going to be.
Second and 3. Running away from the pressure.
Got him, coach. Taking the safety away. We'll celebrate in his face. Oh, I might have created a monster here, by the way.
The drive down the field and score, that just ices the game. Nice job by the whole football team today, but especially on the offensive side.
The Eagles line up now.
Good neck
They
crack.
point after. And no, it's a fake.
Mark Sanchez.
They line up now in an onside.
How did he know? How did he get it?
And
How did you know I was going to do that? How did you know I was going to do that?
44.
I wish that I could be like the cool Gibbs, just like the cool Gibbs, yeah.
This is the awkward part where I stop talking if you're a new viewer.
The Redskins have it at the 44.
I wish that
Long ball to Deshaun Jackson.
SWAT team.
Incomplete.
SWAT team.
The Redskins.
Not good.
They're so bad.
Not good.
Hey, don't do that. Knock it down.
The Redskins have it at the 44. RG3 going down the field. Incomplete.
Deep passes in the NFL, they always serve a purpose. You're not always going to get the completion,
I mean,
but at least it gets the defense thinking that you will try some long throws down the field.
Third down on the way. This will be the final snap. Griffin standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
pick that off.
Intercepted.
Pick that off.
Gas prices.
That brings the play to an end.
Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know,
Did it for
Jim,
you
I
guys.
can see
Did it for you guys at home.
been in these last 3 hours.
Did it for you guys. Farls, how do you feel?
No, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good
Done.
about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
Not only did I overcome the fact that he was an on-pro, then I had to overcome running offense. Look at my offense. That's like if you're taking stock in SGibs, you see the points I scored and just skyrockets. Awesome. What are you looking at? What are you trying to? You drop balls?
No, I want to see that pick. Because you told me it wasn't good, but I disagree. I think it was kind of good.
What pick? Oh no, it was a good pick. I was just angry at you. It was a good pick. You went to the route that you knew I wanted to throw.
Where was it?
Second quarter, I think. Definitely second quarter, I think. I fumbled right there. I fumbled, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I ran PA.
So watch me use her.
You did get stuck, though, to be honest.
No, I didn't.
You're-
What do we just teach people in the Winners Kit
Gotcha.
about using against certain formations?
Gotcha. You went to that route. That was a nice play. Yeah, see? You knew that guy was covered, so then you dropped off, got to it, made a play. It was a good play.
That's good.
That was a good play. Just look at my stats real quick. No?
I don't know.
Guess
Oh,
not.
crap. You can't check them now? My bad.
This guy. Farls, I mean, can you tell the chat a little bit why you were on pro?
I don't know. We're going to have to review the tape on that. Like, what, like, on blue?
Yeah?
See? Does it not say all pro?
Did you change? You must have changed it then, because it was on pro in game,
I don't know. About
and the kick meter even tells the truth.
Kick meter doesn't lie.
Kick meter doesn't lie.
And I knew I was on pro. If you go back and watch that video on YouTube tomorrow, you'll see me go,
When?
like, before you told me I was on pro. Like, I was kicking,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, because you just didn't care. You weren't gonna say anything to me.
no, I looked, but yeah, I mean, I'm not going to, I thought I was on pro. I'm not going to make a big stink about it.
Oh yeah. Oh. That makes the biggest difference in the world.
I'm not going to make a big stink about it.
Of course you would, because you want to try and get a W.
Yeah.
All right.
Any way I can.
Victory.
All right. Until next week, guys, remember, don't forget, follow this. You get that chance to win.
We're gonna announce the winners for that tomorrow sometime.
Yep. So we'll announce them on that page. Get the NBA Live giveaway. You can follow this channel where we go live every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. That will be a good time. Thumbs up. Check out that Press Row podcast we talked about earlier in the show, which seems like forever ago now. And then you have us on Twitter. If you have questions for the next show of This Week in Madden, you can send us your questions on Twitter or in the forums as well. All right. Until next week, lock up.